everybody. Welcome to the show today. Very happy to have you in here with us. Hopefully, your week was good and you did some fun things on the weekend. Was there any holidays or anything that's happening recently?
Hmm. I can't think of any like big celebrations I've seen around. We have some neighbors. Oh gosh, they always have. They like got one of those really giant Halloween skeleton dudes,
Yeah,
like 12. I don't know if you've ever seen those,
There.
right? And they decided they just leave it up all the time.
hmm
So they just
Hey,
dress it
Larry.
up for whatever's going on. I think they've got it for Wednesday now or something. I'm like, oh, come on,
That's
guys.
hilarious. We did just have Passover, but
Oh,
Oh,
Passover.
you
okay.
know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And the whole Easter thingy. Yeah.
yeah, that whole thing.
That was about a
Well,
month ago, though.
Yeah, but
well, next week we got a pretty big holiday here in Japan.
Yeah.
Golden Week. Yeah.
Golden Week. What is Golden Week?
Golden Week is basically they had a bunch of holidays that were kind of in close proximity to each other, so they said make it a week. So yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
that's
So
fun.
Yeah,
nice. That makes it easy.
it does. I'm going up to Fukuoka to see the kids, get a hotel, eat.
Aw. Of course. It's
That's
hardly a
good.
celebration if you don't eat.
Well, it's the best food city in Japan. So,
Really?
oh yeah,
Oh, nice.
Now we all know.
yep.
Very nice.
Well, of course, I hate Japanese food, so you know.
Oh, okay. So it's only all right.
Well, meaning that's my opinion. Japanese might disagree. They'd probably say Osaka is the best food city, but it's disgusting.
Oh. Oh,
I
I
love
see. So it
empanadas.
depends on what your preference is.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I
All
don't
right.
like Japanese food. They eat everything raw and slimy. They like raw and slimy. That's their thing.
Ew.
That's their taste. Raw and slimy.
Empanadas is
Okay.
not raw and slimy.
It is raw and slimy. What is not raw and slimy? What are you talking about?
Benihanas.
That is not Japanese food.
Larry, you've been put in your place.
Yeah.
I've been
No,
lied to all these years.
Western people have no clue what Japanese food is. They think ramen is Japanese food when it literally means raw men, Chinese noodle. Literally, right in there. Raw means China, right?
Huh. That's
So
weird.
yeah, it's and then what teppanyaki is a Portuguese thing. Yakitori is Portuguese. Tempura is Portuguese. Yeah, Western people have no clue what Japanese food is. But
So
I'll tell you what it is. It's raw and
okay.
slimy.
It's slimy. Even the rice, or is the rice like the one saving
My
grace?
like with sushi rice, if
Hmm.
it's sour enough, I do like it. But it's so one note though. You can't cook with it with any
Yeah.
kind of other dish. You got to go hunt for jasmine rice or something. You can hardly ever find it. If I want to make
Mm.
like a jambalaya or risotto or something like that, I got to go to
Sure.
a specialty store just to get rice because this place is
Mhm.
inundated with sticky rice, which is absolute crap to cook with.
That's
Lee.
true. I guess if you don't want to lunk it into a tight ball and put something on top of it, then yeah, you
Well,
wouldn't
that's
crumble.
fine.
No.
You can do that works that way. If you just
Yeah.
put a bunch of rice in a bowl and put something on top of it, that works just fine. Those are
Like
called
your like
don, like
don't.
udon, buta don, nikudon, whatever. That's what they call those things, and they're pretty good. But once again, not Japanese.
Is it usually like a
Sticky
steamed
rice makes the best fried rice if you do it right, in my opinion. And I love to cook.
Which rice?
But I'm sticky rice makes the
Stick?
best fried rice if you know how to use it.
No,
I
it
don't
doesn't.
like it when it's too
You're
I don't
wrong.
like it when it's too
Sorry, Larry. Don't need to be so brutal, but you're wrong.
that's okay.
I actually my
I
specialty
have
is
millions of
chahan,
people in
which is fried
Indonesia that
rice.
will fight my
And
pride.
yeah, sticky rice is horrible for cooked for doing anything with other than sushi. For that, it's really good. But I mean, it's preference. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the slimy and raw.
no slimy and raw.
Yeah, not a big
Hmm.
fan. Yeah.
Well, at least they've got a lot of other great influences for food over there.
Oh,
You know,
Japanese adopt anything that's good. They do that.
And
that's
They
call it
they
their own.
they are cultural appropriators for damn sure. Yeah.
Can we sue them?
In the best way. No, it's the best way. It's awesome.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. all human cultures are cultural appropriators. That's what makes that argument so stupid.
I know,
And
right?
yeah, it's a good thing.
It is a
It is
great
a
thing.
good thing.
It's awesome.
We,
Because Japanese do take Western things and do their own thing with them, and it can also be quite great. If I went to a tapa restaurant, or I had a
mhm,
choice between the other two great tapas in the world, they're from the Portuguese, but you have the Thai and the
mhm.
Japanese did their own thing with it. I'd take the Japanese one every day.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, they
Are,
did a good job with
that's
that.
cool.
You guys ever
People
had
bring their
tempura?
own
Nope.
tempura. That's
Yeah.
like fried chicken, right? It's like a light fried chicken.
Well,
Or
it's
shrimp,
anything fried, but
or
Okay.
veggie.
Yeah.
yeah. But it's a
Oh, so
certain type of Portuguese batter fry. And the Japanese
oh,
do that really well.
Oh,
So
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
a sweet, it's just a sweet tasting breading, right?
no,
It's very
it's not breading.
puffy. Is it
It's
like
a
egg?
puffy batter.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I think
Well,
it might be made with an egg, but
it's
I'm
a
not.
breading. It depends on what you call breading, but yeah, it's a batter.
yeah.
It's a puffy
Oh,
batter,
Very,
kind of
very
like
popular
Well,
all over Southeast Asia,
if you ever had Canton shrimp, it's more puffy than that.
and
you
it's
like.
Canton.
really popular all over Southeast Asia. You can get it anywhere.
Yeah, yeah, it
No.
is. Well, it's interesting when you look at the we're just killing time, everybody. By the way,
Yeah.
um, but it's really interesting when you look at the various Europeans' cultural influences here in Asia.
Mhm.
The Portuguese influence is purely food related. And it's interesting. I don't know why that is, but it is. I mean, from all the way from Indonesia, all the way up through up in here into Japan, even in Korea a little bit. But there's so many, even words. Like here in Japan, the word for bread is pan, which of
Uh-huh.
course is
Mm.
Portuguese, right? But
Yeah.
their food influences in Asia are incredible. I love the tapa in Thailand, particularly
Mhm.
the satay. It's really good. You guys ever had that?
Mm-mm.
I've
My wife loves satay. She
Oh,
would
it's
want,
freaking awesome, dude. Yeah.
she'd want, I mean, she'd get street food all the time to the house when we were in Indonesia. Of course,
Hmm.
that's what she grew up with, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, it's
For
great
me,
stuff.
I like it, but there's only so much peanut sauce I can stand. I mean, my God, it was like dipping my
I know my tolerance is pretty
chicken.
high.
It was like just there was more peanut in there than there was chicken.
I
Yeah,
think
no.
we're all missing the point that Bill. I'm pretty sure Bill was about to make a joke about puffy batter, and then we just.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry,
sorry.
Bill. Make your puffy batter joke.
I'm
It's
pretty sure.
past the point, man.
Ah, come on, do it.
I was gonna say, a good puffy batter would be like Babe Ruth.
That's what I
Oh,
thought you were gonna do. I was like, I
oh,
can't
Yeah.
steal his thunder because I know you were gonna go there
oh.
first.
Ooh,
You know
yeah.
what that
Yeah.
makes me think of, though, Bill? I haven't had it in a long time. Is a
It's
baby
chocolate bar,
Ruth.
huh?
Yeah, dude.
But
oh,
that wasn't named after him, though, right?
Oh,
That was
maybe not.
actually
Yeah.
named after. It was named after the chocolatier's daughter.
Oh,
Um,
there you go.
and yeah,
My mom's name is Ruth. But you know what? I really haven't had in a long time. I've been craving for a couple of years now. A payday.
payday.
The
Yeah,
salty peanut I think it's caramel, right? Or is it nougat? I don't know. But I haven't had one of those in a long time. I'd like to have one of those.
payday. I can't
Yeah.
remember. Yeah, it's
You
been a
could
while.
probably. I mean, depending on how much you. I mean, you know, you're making bank. You could probably order one offline
I
and just.
could, but it's the principle, you see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm not going to pay $150, $200 for a box of candy bars.
what about
It's
5 boxes
the
of candy
principle.
bars?
Yeah.
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 So whoever goes to Japan next, make
Mhm.
sure you get an order list from Chester there. Pack it in a bag
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you'll have to
Oh yeah.
empty.
yeah, yeah.
Bring it
We'll
home.
do it.
Chester, we ever come out there to hang out with you and do some partying?
Yeah, yeah.
And float on your yacht.
Whatever we nerds consider partying,
Yeah, yeah.
we'll
Well,
bring
I'll
a
take you
ton of
out
paydays.
and I'll let you try actual Japanese food and watch you squirm. It'll be great.
Oh,
And go.
You know, they have
I
a
don't know.
dish. They have a dish they love here, and what
Mhm.
they do is they take this thing. It's called a sea cucumber, right? It
Oh.
Oh
basically
God,
that.
stop right there.
Okay.
Stop. That thing is gross.
And then they take it, and they always have it fresh in like a bucket in the kitchen. And then they take it
Nice.
out and they chop it real quick, put it on a plate, so that when it comes out to you, it's still squirming.
That just reminds me of the scene in Harry Potter where
It's raw,
Ron
by the way. It's not
Weasley
cooked.
is puking slugs. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Puking
So-
slugs.
You ever partook?
Oh hell
They're
no!
just
What are you talking about? It's freaking moving.
No.
But I could also get you guys some horse sashimi, which is raw horse meat, thinly
No.
sliced.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Sounds good to me.
Some raw
I'd
chicken.
try
Would you
it.
like some raw chicken?
Rabbit, you like
no.
everything.
No, I'll draw the line at raw chicken.
Have you met my friend Simon, Mr. Nilla? Mr. Simon
Yes.
Nilla?
Well,
I
you know the
thought-
interesting thing. Has anyone here been to a sushi restaurant or a kaiten sushi or something?
Yes.
I mean,
Okay.
I've been to American sushi
Well,
restaurants.
You know
That's the same
how
thing.
when they I don't actually know what America or Britain does, but when they bring your sushi out, do they also put like a little plate of ginger, like a pickled
Yes.
ginger? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what
I
you
always
know
have
what that- you
ginger.
know why that's there?
Because it
Why?
cooks the meat.
No, it doesn't. No.
That's,
Ginger
Ginger
has
cooks
a,
the meat.
Tasty.
ginger has a no. It actually has nothing to do with eating. What ginger has a very interesting property that if your fish is a little old, and he mentioned salmonella and other kind of parasites, the ginger in your stomach will kill all that stuff and keep you from getting sick from eating slightly old fish.
That's fine.
Oh.
I eat ginger every day, so I'll be fine then.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
gosh.
But I'm just saying that's why they give it to you. It's to
Does the
it's
wasabi
It's a safety measure.
does
That's
the
fine. I love
wasabi
raw
paste
fish.
does the
Raw fish is
wasabi paste
fantastic.
have a similar function?
No, the
Depends
wasabi
if it's
is
real
basically
wasabi,
just
doesn't it?
mild, sweet horseradish. That tastes
Yeah,
good.
okay.
You know, if you can get wasabi and you get yourself some prime rib or a nice steak, put some on there. You would be
Yeah.
You've got to get
surprised.
proper wasabi though. That's what
You
you got
do.
to remember.
You do. But I'm telling you, it is the only way to eat beef.
Really?
I don't
Oh
know.
my
English
God.
mustard is a good way to eat beef.
Yeah, I know. I like it too.
now we're talking about raw beef, or are we talking about cooked beef?
No, we're talking about cooked beef. Horseradish
I do
is good
like-
too. But I'm just
Well,
telling you, an actual
mostly
real sweet
cooked
wasabi
beef.
is freaking awesome. On meat.
Good luck getting it.
Good luck getting it.
You
Well,
can
I
buy
can
the
get
plant.
it. I
Just
can just go
buy
up
buy
into
the
mountain,
Yeah.
and I can
Yeah,
just
I can
take one out of the ground. So
Yeah, you can just do it fresh.
yeah, I
Yeah.
just get it right. We get it right out of the mountain.
You can get it from Asian supermarkets.
Well, I
and
don't.
stuff.
Some
I can
little
get
old
it.
lady does it, but you know.
Mm,
Oh, bless her.
yeah.
That's what she's looking for. You can whack down the bamboo, though.
But
I
you
do.
see the little old lady at the market and you buy it.
Oh no, they just kind of bring it and drop it off the house. Mushrooms and wasabis and shellfish and fruits and all. It's a little village. Everyone's sharing everything all the time.
Yeah, you have all the best food in Japan. I know you don't like it, but
Well, I like what the Japanese have done with foreign foods. I think they've done
That-
really well with that. The only thing I really don't like they do is I don't not like it. It's just if I want to have fried rice like Larry was talking about earlier, I'd much rather have a Chinese or the Malay version of fried
rice.
Yeah. The
I like
Japanese-
just normal Japanese sticky rice, but that's not fried. That's different. That's steamed. Isn't
Right,
it? So
yeah,
I don't know if I've ever had Japanese.
We already
fried
had
rice.
this argument. We don't need to rehash it.
No,
Every 3 weeks.
Having a discussion,
3 weeks.
not argument. Please.
So there's
Do you eat onigiri though?
one of the original.
onigiri. I like onigiri.
Yeah.
One of the original Benihana chefs was a friend of mine. I don't know if he's still alive since I moved to Indonesia and have come back. He was in his 80s when I left. Mr. Mori. And he had his own little place called Mr. Mori's Teppan Steakhouse in Glendale, California, near Warner Brothers Animation. And when I went in, the reason I knew that he was one of the original Benihana chefs is because he had a wall filled with famous people from the 70s
Oh,
and
that's cool.
80s.
That's super cool.
And with him cooking for them.
Yeah.
So he showed me how to cook the Benihana menu,
Yeah.
and of course I know that's not authentic Japanese.
No,
But
but it's still cool though. I love Western teppanyaki. It's fun, dude.
Before we get started
I
in
don't
the
like Wagyu
game,
steak. I think Wagyu's way too fatty. It's not as flavorful as a good prime
No, it's not.
steak.
American steak's better. That's true. But if you gotta
I
have
was-
it where it's cut really super thin in the yakiniku style, I think Japanese one does good job. I'm sorry, lady. Go ahead.
One do rabbit. Before we start
Yeah.
the game, I need your Instagram. You do post all your stuff on Instagram, right?
Um, art, you mean,
Art, yes,
or my music one? No,
art.
I used to.
I was
There's some.
telling I was telling somebody about you today. I got this is great.
I can give it you. It's not a problem, but I haven't put anything up there for a while. I think the last thing I put up was there's a few okay things on there. Well, you can have a look. Hang on, I'll just DM
Does anybody
you.
know
Although I think it's something.
What was
the
that, Larry?
does anyone off the top of their head remember what the XP is? I didn't add it to my sheet yet.
We put it on Iron Site.
Iron Company.
Iron Company's got it on their thing.
713.
Alien.
713.
713 last week. It was a slow.
13. Okay. 713.
Plus any D20s, I guess. So it'd be
We're
Yeah,
gonna
well, Hoffman
try-
was cranking last week, dude.
He was.
Where is he this
dude.
week, though? Is the question.
He's not here. We needed him for the tactics, but you know.
Yeah. Well,
Oh
anyway.
well.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it. We've certainly waited long enough, so let's get to it. Now, of course, you guys know that these guys are basically just leveling up so they can deal with the kind of higher level problem they have going on with the Wild Elves, and they've decided to level up in Cade's Ruins.
by fighting over leveled monsters.
Well, yeah, but
Sorry.
Dungeon Delving. No, Dungeon Delving is always fun. So basically, what they did last week is they came in, they found their own little entrance. They came in, they found some. No, this is an ancient thing that's been abandoned by its original creators for centuries, if not millennia. No one really knows. But nevertheless, they found a little homestead, a little kind of family thing that had a special preserved, magically preserved room. And they went down and kind of connected into the greater works, which probably came after, but this thing goes really deep and it was built for a long time and then has been empty for a long time. Nevertheless, they found themselves a giant waterway. It goes east to west along the ruins. They don't know anything beyond one room, and it seems to be it's a pretty giant room, like the size of a gymnasium, right? If not a little bigger. And it's basically a water control point. And there's, like I said, east and west. There's a water tunnel, big giant water tunnel heading in both directions. And there's also this one particularly has a cavern, which was walled up, but the wall's been knocked down into a cavern. In there, they found themselves a couple of interesting things. Mainly, what they found was they had themselves. Where was it here?
We had a date with 3 lovely ladies.
You did. Well, they did deal with some banshee, which that was fun. You know, banshees are always fun. But mainly what they had ran into is there was a chimera just kind of chilling on a dais in the cavern area. There was a 4 more giant doing some kind of negotiations with Yuan-Ti, which neither one of those are good things.
No.
And it's interesting because I rolled this random, and this is what came up. We didn't get drow, so we're not doing drow, which is cool. We've done drow enough, I think, Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're dealing with Yuan-Ti, and we're dealing with Fomorian. So cool. And then whatever random thing we want to throw in. But nevertheless, they were doing some kind of deal. Now, Bill went and, he's not a thief, though. But he stole a bag of something, didn't you, Bill?
I'm kind of a thief.
Kind of. Yeah.
But yeah, I did. I stole a sack of coins.
Now,
they were interesting coins for sure.
They were interesting, and you don't know much about them because it's not your thing. But you guys do go back and rest and kind of get yourself set up for the next day in that little preserve room, which is perfect. And of course, it's right there at the surface. You guys come in and out. It's a nice little staging area for you. But whilst you guys are in, there's a whole bag of these wooden coins. And we, I'm pretty sure in the party we have someone who's a little bit of an expert in alchemy and various other things.
You might at that.
I wonder who that is.
I don't know, but I'd
Yeah.
love to meet him.
Will she speak up? Is the question.
I'm waiting. I'm
Oh.
waiting. I'm nudging
Hmm.
her.
Okay, so what I need to do, like, just
Oh,
take off
hi.
or...
Hi. Is this
Hint,
Honey?
hint, 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 hint.
You're an artificer, aren't you?
Why, yes, I am in fact an artificer.
Oh,
You
yes.
are in fact an artificer. So you should take a look at these wooden coins, and use your artificery
Sure.
tools and your roll, and go ahead and see what the looking at 'em, because at just plain sight they just look like wooden nickels in a way, right? What is
Probably
that
should be
worth?
taken.
But maybe you can glean more. So make a roll for me.
Yeah,
I
it's too late.
Let's see,
I already
yeah,
took 'em.
Let's see, it's
You thought they were made of wood.
20 plus 7.
How much wood could woodchuck chuck?
Oh, I love doing that with the Japanese kids, man. They love that. How much wood could a
Really?
woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? If a woodchuck could chuck wood, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if it did, in fact, chuck wood? Yeah, they love that one. Yeah.
Oh, you sound adorable.
They're not a big fan of seashells by the seashore, though.
That's a tough one.
That
That
is,
one's hard.
Okay, I rolled a 13.
13.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, what about guidance?
Guidance?
You-
Guidance?
Can I put is that too late for guidance?
It is, because we don't have a cleric.
Yeah.
yeah, we don't have a
Okay.
cleric. The
Well,
cleric is going out and
The druid can cast it.
he's doing something
Yeah.
out in the little village, the little encampment. But did you add your tools to this roll?
Oh. No, I've never used my tools in game before.
Yeah,
How do
well,
I
it
do
adds +2 to rolls, so that would be a 15, which is good.
Oh, good.
All right, so you got yourself 15, and you're looking at these coins. You notice that each there's a whole bag, right? This is like a sack, like size of a human head, of full of these wooden coins. There's hundreds in here, and you notice that on the sides of the coin there's like a seam, and you kind of take your tools and you're doing your artificer alchemy thing, right? And you separate one of these coins. You look inside. There's a lot of runes inside that look like they were stamped with like a hot brand, like a fire brand. And also there's 5 little pockets. And in those pockets you find various alchemical substances like mercury and sulfur and things like that. Very small. They're like the size of a little teeny seed or a little teeny pellet. They're not very big, but there are 5 of them in there. And you figure just from the rarity of the alchemic stuff in here, this is probably worth $5 each coin,
Oh, interesting.
just from the materials used. You're doing all that kind of work, and you're trying to figure out what it's for, and you figure you don't know what it's going to be used for, but you have a feeling that the process is not finished.
Oh.
These are kind of like a raw stamped blank, and they haven't been completed. You feel there's another alchemical step that needs to be done.
It's puffing.
I
Puff.
returned from my trip, and oh goodness,
You're not dead.
yeah, it was a mess.
Why?
Oh, dear.
It was a week.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was just a lot of travel. 3-hour drive here, 8-hour drive here. Get in, set up, sell.
Well, you
Yeah,
live in
back up
America,
and-
you know.
Yeah, it's the industrialism.
There you go.
You could have took an airplane.
No,
Especially
Never.
Americans. Right now, American Airlines is like,
Not with all the gear, too.
yeah.
Oh, that's fair. That is fair. Anyway, welcome back, Puffin.
Thank you.
So, anyway, honey, you learned this.
That is cool.
All right. Okay. They're worth $5 worth?
Alright, so they're worth
Well,
about
just the
$5.
raw components, right?
Yeah, the raw components.
Are any of those components combustible?
2 of them
It has-
are.
Mercury and sulfur in it.
Gosh, what would they do if they were complete?
I don't know.
That's the mystery.
Well, I'm just thinking of what we could use them for.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Can I like? Is there any place I can go to maybe look up what these are before?
You don't have a laboratory with you, nor do you have a library.
Right.
So you
And
probably
I'm not in town right now. We're at the ruins.
Right.
yeah. If you got back to town, you could probably visit the schools there and find out
Yeah,
more.
yeah, she could.
What
That's true.
Do I keep
Well,
one,
just her
or-
little shop, and then just go to either the Sanctum Library or go to the Academy Library, and you probably be able to figure that out. But it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. You know what you need to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need to know.
It's a successful roll. That's what's needed to know. These are more than just wooden coins. So what are the Fomorians and the Yuan-Ti up to, right? Nevertheless, she does learn this. It is morning, and you guys are ready for a new day. All your new spells and all that kind of stuff. So let's get to it. What do you guys go to do?
Now, before we take any action,
Mhm.
We had, you guys, what do you think about maybe doing a little investigation work on the dynamics of this deal that we saw without revealing the fact that we have a bag of stolen coins?
Well, you
with
could
some of the other delvers on the surface.
Yep.
The other camps.
You send a talker to go talk to them, yeah.
And we know who talks the best.
Well,
GLP. And you, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, mighty
He's
thief.
Oh, no.
Well, you guys should not forget the almighty Bard.
Yeah.
We do have a bard. He should be the one doing his bard thing.
Bard, go bard your thing and learn about what the Fomorian and Yuan-Ti. Go do your job, Bard.
Bard my thing.
Yeah, bard your thing.
We're ordering you to go out and start gossiping with people.
Bard your loins.
Yeah,
Is he bardly able to do it?
Bard. I'm poking you like Peter
Bard,
Griffin.
you tell me how to be a bard.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh,
And I think let's get
never
you some
apologize.
backup though, so you're not going by yourself. We think, who would you like to take with you?
That you don't understand. A bard is. I sound like I'm drunk, but I've been eating ice and my tongue's frozen.
Okay.
So I've only been drinking tea. A bard is only alone when he can't sing.
Oh
So,
my, that is fair.
I've got my voice. I'm never totally alone.
Yeah.
But if somebody wants to come along with me, that's all fine and dandy. As my tongue
That's true.
slowly
Myers.
warms up.
You know, even though he was quite annoying, and the Witcher had nothing to do with the actual, Witcher, the bard in there was a good example of one, though.
You mean Dandelion?
Yeah, it
Remember
was.
that the first
You mean
series
the
was
gay guy?
book exactly the right same as the book.
Oh no, it's a great story of Yennefer, the origin of Yennefer. It was really good.
The actual first series was identical to the story in the book. I don't know what
Bard
you're on
was
about.
never gay.
I never saw Elric in the whole show, so I don't know.
The Bard was never gay.
Well,
That's
there's a
true.
lot of things that aren't exact, but that doesn't matter. I'm just saying that it was a good example of a bard.
There you go.
I
Yeah,
thought.
as
he was
Bard things
barding.
go.
Anyways,
Go barding, Larry.
Does this mean you
Here
have
we
to sleep
go,
with other women
Barding.
and men?
And make up tales about how awesome we are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My baby takes the morning train. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good song, by the way. So, Larry, what you got to do? I'm sorry. What is your character's name again?
Lawrence, Larry, Arance. Take the L off. Easy
Oh,
to
so
remember.
Orance. Oh, that's perfect. That's genius. Okay, so Orance is going out.
So at the moment, are we still hanging out? What's going on?
This is probably the
Because
night before. This is the night before, I would say. You guys are going to head out in the morning, but it is a good idea to go and see if you can't gather information. You're really the best person to do it. Now, you guys there are several encampments around this gigantic ruined city above you. But the one nearest to you is only, 500 meters, 500 yards away. It's not far. So that would be the easiest one for you to just go and there's a bunch of traders, there's a bunch of delvers, there's all kind of stuff going on. So maybe someone knows about the Formor and the Yuan-Ti.
Well, I'm going to look for a place where people are gathering and drinking and hopefully having a little fun. And I'll go in there and help them have a lot more fun.
Well,
See if I
there
can
is
loosen up
a
Perfect.
it's a smallish circus tent that
Mhm.
is serving that purpose, and it's called the Yellow Skull
Mhm.
Road Tavern.
Whoa.
Uh, do I perceive anybody there immediately that would be considered as the owner or just people renting the place?
Well, you're seeing someone that seems to be giving directions in the back, and he's chatting with a guy that it's probably a half elf, but it looks just like Patrick Swayze.
Oh, perfect. Half out, good. Brother in arms. I'm gonna walk up. Say, hey man, would you mind if I sang a little bit for the team here you got gathered, and I'll touch in on any dough I get if I can get some tips
Which one are you
going.
talking about, to the owner or to the Patrick Swayze
Yeah.
half elf?
Well, wait. I thought Patrick Swayze was the half elf. No,
He is the half elf, but he's the bouncer. Oh, excuse me,
well,
he's
he's
the
the
cooler.
bouncer.
He's
Oh,
the
well, yeah. I'm
cooler.
gonna go up to the bouncer first and go, hey man, can you help a brother out? I'm looking a little information. Want to try to maybe raise the roof here at your establishment. See if we can get some additional coin going, and if I can get some tips going my way, I'll cut you in for a little bit if you'll give me a little help.
He's like, he looked at you and he's like, yeah, but just keep in mind, if you suck, they'll throw you out on your head.
Okay, good to know. So I'm gonna stroll in and start finding my jam. See if I can
Okay,
get some people to start joining its song.
sure. Well,
And what's
demonstrate
the,
your
what's
jam.
the,
Go ahead.
what are the aspects? What's the magical aspect in the loot that I found? Do you remember?
What's it called again? I can pull that up. I
A
just,
loot of something.
not.
It was a magical loot, yeah.
Can we does
Larry's
Byron need
loot.
different music?
I'm sorry, Amy.
I
Can you
can.
speak up a little bit?
Wait, did you say a hairy loot?
Yes.
That
That's
doesn't
totally
bard.
different.
That doesn't bard well.
Instrument of the bards.
Puffin, minus 3,000
Instrument,
experience points.
No.
I don't know. I thought that
instrument
joke
of the
was
bard.
bardic. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, instrument of the bards.
this is what I want. Instrument of the bars. It
Mm,
probably gives you bonuses to your playing and also your spells, I would imagine.
It
What
gives
is
you
it?
yeah,
access to different spells.
Oh, it does. Okay. But you
Yeah,
definitely
too.
have skills and stuff to pull this off quite well. Just
mhm.
make your roll and then do your thing.
I will send it to you right now, Larry.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah,
No
just make
problem.
your bardic. What would that be under in fifth edition?
There we
Performance.
go.
Just
Be
perform.
performance check.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
So
do a
let's see. It
performance checks. I'm sure
says
you get all kind of bonuses to it. And then demonstrate for us, please.
wonder wondrous item, rarity varies, requirements, attunement by a bard. An instrument of the bards is an exquisite example of its kind, superior to an ordinary instrument in every way.
Mm.
7 types of these instruments exist, each named after a legendary bard college. The following table lists the spells common to all instruments, as well as the spells specific to each one of its rarity. A creature that attempts to play the instrument without being attuned to it must succeed on a DC
Well,
15
you're
wisdom
attuned,
save.
so don't worry about that.
I'm
Yeah.
already attuned, but that's irrelevant. Um, let's see. All the instruments, the spells, fly, invisibility, levitate, protection from evil, excuse me, and good. Plus the spells listed for the particular instrument. So
Wow,
for this instrument,
I
the
have
DOS
created
loot,
a monster.
A monster.
You
the
have. You really
DOS
have. Good
loot
job.
Yeah.
is animal friendship,
Oh,
protection
nice.
from energy,
Oh,
fire only, and protection from poison.
oh, nice.
So since I'm seeing here that levitate, fly, and invisibility are in here as well, I think maybe a little rousing dance with some levitation would be kind of fun for everybody.
It would be.
So let's get this party started. Good.
Yay!
Okay.
All right.
There, only him.
So
Select
he's
that.
levitating and walking around in the air around the fire pit, and he's singing a rousing song. Go ahead and make your roll.
Come on, baby. Ooh, 3.
Well, yeah, but it's going to be
Ooh.
with a lot of pluses added to it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
Well,
looking for like a
7.
20.
Well, it's you're definitely getting +2 for the tool, which is the instrument itself. It's a wonders item, so it's giving you probably another +2, I would assume. So that's already
Not
7. Then you're going
necessarily.
to add your performance skill to it.
It's an uncommon. I mean, of the its variants, it's uncommon.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you get because you have 20 charisma, so you would have a plus
Yeah, 11.
5 and
Yeah,
a plus
yeah.
2
So that's +11, so we're up to
and
14 already.
plus 3. I'm sorry, plus 3
So
because
that's
you have
15, which is
proficiency.
plenty. Yeah.
So on my sheet, I'm seeing a charisma. Above that, I've got a +5 of
Yeah.
my 20 charisma. I've got a performance 11.
And assuming you
And
don't
then,
have, you should also have a yeah. You should have plenty
Yeah.
because you should be proficient in it as well. So yeah, you're
Yeah,
good.
so you're probably up around 17 or 19. So yeah, you
okay.
basically don't roll a 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now of course if you get over a 20 though, that's going to have major impact, right? But
I'm gonna
nevertheless,
buy
it's
I'm gonna buy a first round. I'm not gonna go with the cheapest beer. We'll go one up. So I'll
okay.
take the cost of that out of my out of the coin I'm carrying.
Well,
I'm gonna buy a round
you
for everybody
are
to get started.
super lucky because they only have one draft.
Oh, okay. There
Yeah.
we go.
And that draft cost we're out here in the boonies, so they got to charge for it. So it's cost $7 each. Uh, there,
Ooh.
there are 30 people milling around here, so that's 70. That's 140. That's $210.
Okay, I'm gonna buy the first round.
You're a good man, and of course they do enjoy your playing, of course, because you're a master bard with a master instrument, and everyone has a really good time as you do your thing. Several ladies throw various items of clothing at you. You know, it's good. Uh,
Oh, really?
Well, there's not a lot of ladies here, and he's not sure if they're all actually ladies. But
Yeah.
you know,
Most of them are elves. It's hard to tell.
it's hard to tell. That's true. And there's a couple of non-human types too, and that's also disturbing. But nevertheless, you are very successful at what you do. Now, I'm assuming after that you want to kind of pick around. But let's go
Sure.
ahead and make a roll for you to earn some money. So what was that? That was a 17, I think you had, right?
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and look that up real quick. And you go ahead and going around asking various people's questions because you do have a mission here.
Oh, sorry, slow.
So I'm gonna be asking around, hey, where are you from? Have you been here long? Oh, what's the local legends? Anything we should be watching out for?
And because you have succeeded so well and people enjoy you, they actually answer your questions. So I will give you 3 questions that I will answer to you completely and honestly.
Hmm.
What is your favorite color?
Yeah.
You
Did you say I have 3 questions?
have 3 questions that I will answer completely honestly.
Your next answer is supposed to be yes. You now have 2. Let's see.
Well, I was
Um,
trying to be nice. Would you want me to be an asshole? I shall.
what's who can give me an extensive history of the areas that we've heard about? I'm not going to be blatant and tell them that hey, we explored these areas and found these creatures and and banshees and all this crap. But I'm going to ask who can tell me about this area. Give us some information that might be useful if we wanted to adventure around here and give us some advice that would be um, helpful in protecting us as we're adventuring around. And second question specifically is, I've heard there was a chimera. Does anybody have any idea where that thing came from and why it's here?
That's the second question. Okay. First things first, you get $60 from people throwing coins in your hat. So that's nice. It doesn't quite make up for what you spent, but it's all right. The effect is good. The first question is, yeah, look out for the snake people.
Duh. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The second one, yeah, there's a lot of monstrous things down there. We don't know if they were there from before or not, but the alchemist is constantly, churning those kind of things out.
Oh, who's the
Oh,
alchemist?
The alchemist is, well, there's a lot of stories of what he is or what he isn't, but he's somewhere in the lower levels, and he seems to be a pretty big deal for the lower denizens of the Cade's Delve. And he likes to make monstrous things.
Oh, well, that's good information. Thank you very much.
3 questions.
Okay. Well, guys, I'm going to head back to the group and kind of disseminate the information I received.
That was 2. You still have 1 question.
No, because he asked who the alchemist was.
Well, the first question I had was the history. Second question I had is, what's the deal with the chimera? Where'd the chimera come from? And the answer was the alchemist.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Well,
Fine.
isn't
I was
that
gonna be
kind of
nice.
part of that answer?
I was going to be nice, but that's all right. I won't be nice.
Well, no, I mean, that's still 2 questions, right? I still have 1 more. I'm just not sure what to ask.
Larry.
Yeah.
Cast charm person on Chester to get him to give you more.
What?
No, nothing.
I'm
Nothing.
immune. Well, I don't, Larry, I don't understand why you just don't ask directly.
I'm
a bit confused.
Ask directly what? Who the
Fomorian are.
Oh, you mean the giants that were around while I was knocked out last week? Yes.
Yeah. Which you were
who are the
told.
Fomorian and why are they here?
They say, well, they're kind of basically run the place. But usually you only see them in the lower levels. You shouldn't have any problem.
So they're the muscle.
No, they're the bosses.
Oh, they're the bosses. So this alchemist, does he work with them? What's the relationship?
They don't really know. They don't even know what kind of creature the alchemist is. They don't know. They just it's the name that's given to this person that they've heard about, and of course they've run into his handiwork.
Sounds like
Well,
Dr.
for all we know, the
Frankenstein.
alchemist could be a Fomorian, except I would think Fomorian are pretty stupid.
Hi, David.
Oh, no, they're not.
They're not. No. No.
Fomorians are not stupid. These are not. They're not even really giants. They're fey.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm going to go back to the group and disseminate that information.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you guys are got some extra information, which is handy. And the morning is here. So.
Shall we tell our fearless leader what we plan to do?
What?
Well, we'll go into when we're back in the dungeons. We'll just do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Cool. So we're heading back in, and we're going after the chimera.
Okay. Just
I almost did
lady,
Manticore.
I am not your leader. I am the world.
Well, you didn't want to call you the big G, okay?
That's fine. Just trust you don't want to let me be your leader, because that would be bad.
Well, you're in Japan. We'll never see you, so
that's fine. Anyway, I'm here. I'm the world, waiting for you to act. So go ahead.
Okay. Well, so let's go into where the chimera is, unless anyone has any other ideas. Lady, you should put on your pass without a trace.
Yes.
So that way we all get a plus 10 to our stealth check.
Yeah.
And before we fight it, I'll cast Bless so we have good old advantages and stuff.
You should cast guidance on us while we're walking down there. So each person
guidance
has
is a
one.
cantrip. I can cast that infinitely.
Yeah, you should definitely put one of those blesses
prepare us
on
with
Amy.
the guidance.
Yeah. Put it on Amy because she has disadvantage on her stealth check. Everyone else is, except Lady, who's got advantage. Everyone else is a straight roll, so she needs it the most. And yeah, so I recommend. So you can have blessed as what, three different people.
Let me double check it. That sounds right. Double checking because I don't make things up in game.
That's my job.
Yeah.
Bless is 30 foot.
That's a lot. I'm a GM. I make all kinds of things up, but
You bless 3 creatures of your choice within range. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
So whoever's got Puffin, you've got heavy armor, right?
Yeah.
Or medium. Okay.
Heavy.
So you should give Rabbit and Amy each one of the bless, so we can for the stealth checks, and then
Yeah, because I give it to myself, Amy, and one other
Rabbit.
Yeah.
Rabbit.
And if you have a disadvantage and gain advantage, it just cancels out, right? Let's see, bless me.
You're not getting advantage, so you're getting a D4 added to your roll.
Awesome. Then I'll get plus 1d, 2d4 with guidance on myself. Awesome.
Okay, cool. So, and
she
then we'll
can
all
cast-
get a plus
She can cast
10.
guidance on herself, and so we'll both get plus 2d4.
All right, awesome. So, yeah, our first goal is to get within. I'll send my invisible closet up flying around to get a visual on it on the Chimera where it is currently before we go running into this stealthily.
Yes.
Just quiet.
Sorry.
Okay, so it's flying up high in the room, looking down, looking for the Chimera. Invisible.
All right, so it goes into the cavern. It looks around. Of course, the dais that was there, that ancient kind of ruined temple thing, is there, and doesn't see anything.
Okay,
Everybody
so
left.
it's not. Well, I mean, that is its. I thought that was its spot, but could be wrong. Okay. Well, I will. I'll have it search around. Just kind of fly around the cavern, see if it sees anything.
No, it does kind of go down to where the dais where the Chimera was, and of course, it didn't get close to it last time. It does notice that there's a chain that is, and a collar that is just lying on the back of the dais now.
It looks snapped, broken.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll convey the information to my party members. So it looks like
someone released it.
Yeah. And so since it's not here, we might as well go switch our targets. Unless somebody wants to sneak around and look some more, but
Is there another way out of that cavern? Is the question.
Yeah, it opens right up into that big water utility.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's gone one way or the other.
Yeah, they probably moved it to guard the other bit. Maybe the other people have gone.
No, we don't know. Maybe they're teamed up. But okay, so can I do perception rolls to see if there's any signs of where it went?
No, there's no way to do that. Yeah, you're not a ranger.
Okay. True. All right. Fair enough. Well, we do have people in the party who are who can follow scent, and my dog. But that's fine.
And they're way up in a hallway on a ledge,
That's
way above the
true.
cavern.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Well, let's go for the Fomorian first.
No.
Well,
let's go and have a look and investigate because we don't know what's going to be. That place might have changed its already.
True.
Well, that I mean, hey, who's to say that the Chimera isn't with the Fomorian? I'll
Probably, I
might
was
be.
assuming it might be their pet or something, or their guard dog, whatever.
considering what we just found out that this is one of the guys who's supposed to be in the lower levels, which means
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
infinitely more dangerous.
Or
Incredibly
he's
more dangerous.
gone. Maybe he's gone back down the lower level. He was just doing the deal, and that's why the Caperas maybe moved into that bit.
That's quite possible.
Fair enough. Well, either way. We were going to stealth it and check it out first, so we weren't
Sure.
just going to go running in. Do you guys want to go down then, down into here, or do you guys want to go the other way?
I think we should check
check
the
out
place.
the Fomorian, because if our target's not even here anymore, we don't know where they are.
No, I don't want to be trapped down there for no reason. Because you never know. We should go and check the other bit first. We need all the facts before we do anything.
Okay.
Everyone cool with that idea?
Sure.
Is there a way to run a rope down this without it being obvious? Is there a way to have it off to the side?
No.
Just looking around. Okay.
No. You can certainly hang a rope down and make climbing down easier, or you could just go use the stairs and come back out to the front part where the water utility is.
Right. No, but I was just.
Right?
Yeah, the Fomorian path was the one that kind of led to the different places. That wasn't like a sheer cliff.
Well, I'm thinking of it's only 100 feet down. I'm thinking of tying off 100 foot of rope off to the side.
You could,
just in case we need another exit or way back up.
That's a good idea.
So I'll do that.
Okay.
Here. And Spike.
Take 50 XP for being pedantic.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Or prepared, you mean?
Yeah, that too.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So
Cool.
let's move on.
Oh, by the way,
Fomorian.
you get 50 experience too.
Nice. One of these days, I'm going to do something to impress Chester. I don't know what it is, but
well, they're doing
one
what
of
they
these
should
days.
be doing. He's being
That's true.
roguish, and Larry was bardish. I'm not sure what Tater is.
That's true.
He's a burnt chicken nugget.
He's one of a kind.
He
Okay.
is.
Now
Larry, you are muted, by the way. Did you hear what I said?
I think he did.
It said
He
you're
just saying-
I just want to make sure.
Larry is beaming from ear to ear.
Yes, it's always, I'm reading my sheets and going over my notes. And then, of course, get that window open. Okay. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Okay, there. Yes, I'm unmuted. Yes, I heard you.
Okay, so you heard me give you 50 experience points for your bardicness.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, cool. Very nice.
Anyway, so you guys work your way back over and go through all the stuff, and you kind of send your sneaky person up to kind of peek into the room, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'll roll stealth check for that.
Him in the invisible closet. We'll check it out.
Yeah.
Get that thing away from me.
I'm going to
Get that
kill
thing away
that
from
thing.
me.
I hate that thing, dude.
I can bring it back. It's my familiar.
No,
I don't even
I'll
want
just
it.
kill you.
That's right. That's probably the best way to do it.
Create another character.
Just keep it invisible. I don't want to even know it's around me.
It's staying invisible to combat.
Okay. Boom. 26.
Nice. You stealth your way in there, no problem. You look inside this room. Now, do keep in mind, this is a very large room. And this, because we're so close to the surface, way up top, there is this strange kind of crystal circlet or rosette in the ceiling that does allow light from the outside in. Now,
okay.
You can't see the sky because it's crystal, but there is light coming through it. You really don't know if it's outside light or not. But it does light this room fairly well. And you see in this room is completely empty. Of course, water is rushing. There's gears and stuff moving. It's quite an impressive ancient waterwork, right? And the only thing you see in this room that doesn't belong to the waterwork are two dead human bodies on the ground over near the kind of center churning pool area.
Where that dais was?
Yeah, but it's more like a kind of grate covered churning pool. There's some kind of water effect happening in there. You don't know how how it works, but it's doing something. It's part of the mechanism of this system.
Okay. Wow. So, There is not any activity. So after this meeting happened, and the Chimera is gone too.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure they know all about it because that stinky little demon somewhere around here. But I'm gonna sneak up and inspect the bodies. I'm assuming that they were two unfortunate slaves that paid the price for my thievery. But I'm
You
just
can make that assumption. You search the body and you look at them, and of course they have this look of horror on their face. Do you have any skill in poisons or toxins?
sure.
No. Well, come on now.
I mean, I do actually with survival or nature. I have both
Well,
of those being the scout.
they give me a survival roll.
Okay, that is no problem. I'm actually not halfway decent at those. So
Hi, Devil Flyer. Flyer.
Hey,
Can't
I
Devil
speak
rolled
Flyer.
today.
poorly, but I still got a 11.
Oh, it's not that
No.
difficult. They both have been bitten. One of them has been
Uh-huh.
bitten in the left cheek, and the other one
Uh,
is bitten on the right arm, forearm, by it's a snake bite. You know what that is. Although
mm-hmm.
this is a pretty big ass snake because of the width of the bite. This is certainly something a scout would know about snake bite and stuff like that. It's a necessary skill for you. So yes, the Yuan-Ti killed them for some reason.
Does it look like this the same UNT killed both of them? Maybe they have one
The
of those was the
the bite marks
executioner.
are identical. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Then, yeah, I will zip out of here and go back to the group and say, hey, this is what happened. There's some dead people. The Yuan-Ti are gone. The Fomorian's gone. The Chimera pet of the Fomorian, I'm thinking, is gone.
Hmm.
And
Well,
there's just two dead slaves. We were killed by spider bites. That's what I could tell.
Snake
I mean,
bites.
sorry. That's
Hmm.
what I meant.
well, the only
I meant,
thing, I
yeah,
mean, we can check around the room as we go, but essentially we need to keep pressing on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stealthily,
Well,
quietly.
you guys have
Stealthily-ish.
looked in the entirety of the entrance and the area you're in. It's a pretty small little thing. Basically, you had this little family abode, and there were a couple of rooms they had below it, and then this area here seems to, from just kind of, well, we don't have any dwarves in the group. We do. Oh, we
I
do have
know.
gnomes don't count.
I don't know.
You're a nature person. You're not an underground person. We do have an
Right.
artificer though,
Hmm.
which implies engineering.
Mm-hmm.
So give me an intelligent roll +2, honey.
All right.
Well, your
That's
intelligence
fine.
is still +5, so
Well, I mean,
add the +2 on
plus
top.
an additional +2
Yeah.
Right.
for artificer.
Exciting.
So +7.
Okay, gotta get that tab. Gotta get. There it is.
If you're doing that as proficiency, it should be a +3. By the way, now that we're level 5.
No, yeah, okay, sure, whatever.
Need to make an intelligence roll for.
Just write that down, Larry. GOP's not going to let me wing it.
Nope.
Write it down, Larry.
Wing it.
I'm going to squeeze every last little bit of
It's okay.
anything that can help us.
Larry's going to be my biographer. It's okay.
Yep.
wings are for the
At the,
The
As a-
pains of DMing
Yeah.
Small information for everybody that they may need to know is that I
by
can
Larry the
cast.
Bard.
What is it here?
The 4?
The loot that I have cast protection from poison.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Well, that turns out nice for you. That's a nice coincidence for you, because you are dealing with Yuan-Ti, and they
That
are
works out
poisonous. Honey, what do we
Well,
got?
how does that work on loot? Is it just if I'm playing it, does that help other people, or is it just because I have that on my person? It's protection
It
for
would
poison for
say
me
that
personally.
in the description.
Okay.
Honey,
Yes. I
what
rolled an
it
18.
an 18. That is magnificent. Well, with your excellent artificerousness, um, you notice that the stonework here in this waterwork is of different design than the abode you were in upstairs. Now, you don't know if of course, stone can't be aged like that, but you don't know which one was first and which one was second. However, you know the stonework here is different and it's far superior. Now, that's not saying that the whoever those people's homes wasn't well built, because it was, but the stonework here is freaking immaculate. You can barely even see the seam in the blocks in the walls. It's so clean, even though it's clearly very ancient, right? With little chips here and little scrapes there, just little stuff over of age, but the stonework is still immaculate. So this is of a different constructor. However, you guys have this large waterwork going off to the east. You have this very large water tunnel. The tunnel itself is probably about 20-foot high, and about the same in width, going east and west. And there are on each side. There is I'd say a 7-foot hangover on each side, plus the walkway, and it has a little bit of hangover of the water. And of course, there is water running quite quickly in both directions. Actually, the water is
How
being.
can okay? The water comes from this room and goes
This
into
room
the.
is pushing it in both directions. Yes.
Okay.
Huh. So then there must be a pump or something moving it in one direction? Because
You
wouldn't
would
water
think
just
so.
go down?
This room has a low hum to it, but it's not particularly
Oh.
loud.
Interesting. Let's see.
Let's explore some more.
Well, yeah, there you
Yay.
go. I'm just waiting. East or
Mhm.
west, really. Your location in the city is generally centered, just for the sake of convenience.
Okay.
So this path was to the east. So we should probably keep going east.
I agree.
Okay. So you guys head east. Now you're walking down these tunnels. Now, in the side of the walls, there are these kind of crystalline sconces. They're circular in shape, but they're multifaceted on their face. They're green in color, but they are emitting light, a soft greenish light, well, yellowish green light. And they are spaced about every 30 feet or so, which it isn't, like it's super bright, but it's clear enough to see as far as your eyes can see. And the tunnel just seems to be stretching. And you guys are heading along, and you've been traveling for about 10 minutes, and you come to a juncture. Now, in this juncture, there's a large, it looks just to you to be like a pillar, but there is a churning noise coming from this stone pillar in the center, and you now have a north and south direction you can head, or you can continue east. Everything looks identical. There is no distinguishing marks. There's no art or writing, although there's occasional bits of graffiti here or there.
Hmm. None of the graffiti is giving us any information.
Some of it
It's
looks
just
ancient
graffiti.
in language you don't know, and other of it is quite modern and common.
Okay.
So
So it sorry.
One says Gilib was here, and then another one says, for a good time, call Sasha.
Okay. Well, to keep going the same direction.
Is someone being
Um.
arrested?
That's
Yep.
what I think.
I
Yeah,
think
Jesus.
Amy, they're taking you away. Sorry.
Oh no!
Uh,
What did I do?
All right. Well, we should probably to keep
That
going the
was
same
best. Oh,
direction.
no!
We should probably go north, just always hug the same line.
Why
Well,
is
you've
it
Same.
been
always
heading
going
east.
north?
North would be a different direction, which of course you can go.
Yeah, I was
north.
gonna say we went left and then we
You're
I
going
don't know.
east. Yeah.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, so we went down the path, and there was 4 directions to take,
Mhm.
right? So
You go straight,
if we
right or
went,
left.
yeah. So essentially, you keep going left. That's the
That's
rule,
fine.
right?
Is this
Um,
okay with everybody? We're going north now.
I'm fine. I am fine with it. I don't
One
mind. We've got to
thing-
go one direction.
Yeah,
One- One
Go
thing,
ahead.
when before we left the waterworks, so if I understand this right, water is coming out of the center. Is that right?
No, there's a pillar in the center, but you can hear churning coming from inside of it, and the water is heading in the direction that you would travel. So if you go north, the water is heading north. You go south, the water is heading south. If you continue east, it continues east. So this pillar is doing something somehow to redirect water flow.
Can I investigate the pillar?
Oh,
It's a
Oh,
gigantic pillar in the center of the water.
oh,
Ah, okay. So not really. I guess.
Is there? So leaving the waterworks. So this is inaccurate, right? Is what you're saying? What I have
Yes.
here.
Oh, let me see.
It's inaccurate.
Let me bring it up.
It's inaccurate. It's a cross, not
Well,
a
I
T.
don't know
No,
why
that-
you're in the cavern. There's no water there. Go to the center of the room, and then you can go either east or west. From the very center of the room where the cistern was, there is water heading east. There's a tunnel, big old huge tunnel going east and west. And you guys took the eastern route, and you've been traveling it for 10 minutes.
So basically, like this straight line of blue would be in the center of the room, going east and west.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see where you have the F?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There you go. And then it goes 10 minutes to the east. And then you come to a 4-way. All right, so you guys head north, and you travel about 7 minutes or so. But as you're traveling, you can see up ahead that a lot of the lights in this area are broken or missing. And as you're traveling along, the walls become dirty and slimy and gross. Whereas where
So
you
this
were
is the-
before, it was pristinely clean.
Are there
Oh, we
any
should-
tracks on
is
the
it
ground?
same?
Now, was that cleanliness
track.
magical or normal?
Track. Huh. Give me a scouty tracky roll, Scout.
Okay,
A scouty tracky
I
roll.
love that.
I can do that.
He can. My command of the English language is absolute, Rabbit.
Of course.
13.
Did you use guidance?
No, no one told me I had guide.
Yeah.
13's enough anyway. There are trails.
Trails.
They're much larger, but it kind of makes you think of the trail a snail would leave.
That would
They're-
be the snakes.
They're like really big.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more slimy, like a snail or a sea cucumber.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Or a
We're gonna be
slime.
fighting-
What are they?
Flail snails. Oh my god, please let it be flail snails.
How many sea cucumbers have you tracked over land?
You would not believe me if I told you.
Chester's probably got a few.
I mean, he did live in a brothel. There's probably some other things it could be, but we didn't expect them to be in a dungeon.
And
All
that's
right.
why I don't ever cut you into a full share, pit puffin.
That's why that we found it. We've come to it. Do you notify your party that there are large slime trail leaving things in this vicinity?
Yes, I do.
He does. So what do you guys
Pause it,
want
up
to do?
ahead.
You want to continue
About
north?
face.
It's starting to get
Continue.
Yeah, continue.
Larry has spoken.
Well, then after you.
All right. So you guys continue north. Now it's got to the point now that there are no more sconces that are working. Of course, many of you could see in the dark anyway, and of course, I'm
I
sure
have a light.
you have a
We
light
said to be a
on
light.
your belt. So you guys are looking at the light because when the light's on, you can't use your low light vision. Keep that in mind.
What's the distance on that light?
Probably 90 feet.
Sure. Okay, that's not much different than what I have already.
Yeah.
So.
So the only ones who are like mega undergrounders are like the drow, and some other subterranean creatures. But nevertheless, you guys are moving along, and it's the tunnel is like the walls are completely black and slime now.
Yeah,
And
this is not
your
good.
feet are getting kind of sticky on the floor.
All right,
Prestidigitation on the ground.
no, let's back up here. This is going to be a
No,
problem.
I already I will send my closet up ahead. Yeah, that's what you scout too. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, you send
do
your
it.
closet up
Fine.
ahead, and your vision goes black, and you hear the "Rah, rah."
Oh.
All right, let's back up. I honestly, I don't know why we're going this way. I thought we were going to go check out where the Chimera was at.
Well, you don't know where it is.
That was down a cliff.
Where it was at the cavern. We're in the same.
Yeah.
We're kind of in the same depth. We were supposed to
You
follow the
guys are
cavern
like
back.
20 minutes away from the cavern, dude.
Yeah.
You're heading away from that area.
Yeah, I was busy making the map all wrong. And you guys.
And someone said, "We're going north," when we shouldn't have. We should have done about face, which is
Larry
what I said.
took command. Take 50 experience points, Larry, for being commandful.
Wow.
I vote Larry is no longer in command. And I say about face.
But he got 50
I not
experience points.
Do not blame me. My loot is not a compass.
So what are you guys going to do?
About face and go back to the intersection where the pillar was.
I'm okay with that.
If we originally went east, that means we came in on the left side of the map, correct, Chester?
What are you trying to say, lady?
She's trying to go west.
Well, we wanted to go west. The Chimera was west of the Fomorian.
No, it was not.
It was not.
South. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have the water.
Oh, it was.
And then south
it
of
was.
that was the cavern, which the Chimera was in. You guys
the whole thing.
You found neither things. That's right. You have this cavern right down there. And you guys found nothing there, so you decided to follow the water tunnel east. You followed it for 10 minutes east, and then you decided to go north, and you've been going about 10 minutes as well, and you've run into a probably dangerous area and decided to nope out.
About face, we'll go back to the intersection where the pillar is.
Okay, so you guys work, no problem. You work yourself back. You're back at that crossroad area.
Okay.
By the way, Tater, your closet has poofed out of existence.
Was it attacked?
Yum yum.
It was okay, so they can see invisible things. All right.
Probably.
That are flying because it wouldn't be disturbing the environment around it.
If you understood what it was, you would not question it.
Right.
Okay. Fair enough.
Doesn't matter. I mean,
okay.
You can bring it back.
I can. Yeah.
Okay. My deal is we're gonna go check where this Chimerian came from, so that would be to the south of us. So we're gonna head south.
Okay. Now I really don't understand why everyone is having.
I don't know why we're going back.
I don't know either.
I don't understand. Okay, let me put this out for everyone very clearly to understand. You guys, let's not worry about the upper stuff where you were that little preserve room. Forget that. Let's just deal with the bottom part here, okay? You had a large water utility room the size of a gymnasium. South of that room, literally butted directly up against it, was a fairly large cavern, right? Maybe twice the size of that gymnasium-sized room. Okay,
Okay.
And that's where the chimera
Mm.
was. It was in the cavern,
Which isn't
but it's
anymore.
not there anymore. Nor is the Formorian, nor are the Yuan-Ti. You guys then decided to go east, which would be to the right. Yeah, and you traveled 10 minutes east, and you came to a crossroads, which you went south north of it for about 10 minutes. That is the map we have. It's not very complicated. It's, matter of fact, incredibly rudimentary.
Yeah, we just need to pick one of the other paths and see what's
Right.
down there.
So you either
It's that simple.
your choice is very simple. You either go south, you go continuing east, or you go back to your utility room and you can go down the west tunnel. Is now
So-
everyone understand the map? Wow.
Yes.
It's
Well,
pretty
I guess
simple.
not, but
We
So
could-
right. So to the west is the utility water
Yep, utilities
utility.
over
Yes.
there. That's right. You don't know what's east and you don't know what's south. You have no clue where the Fomorian, Yuan-Ti, or Chimera are. You have no clue.
mhm.
let's just go east.
Well,
If
this
we've
Yeah.
never been east, I'm picking east
No, that's
It's
fine.
cool.
because I
Let's
don't
go
want to
east.
mess around anymore.
It's a left rule, and we're still exploring.
You
So
are.
Yeah.
That's true. There you go. Thank you very much. That's a good idea. There you go, Bill. Good job, Bill. Take 50 experience points for your compass.
Thank you.
I'm a happy experience point guy today.
you
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 are.
are.
Just giving them
You
out.
must be delirious. You must be delirious.
I might
Mhm.
be. Yeah, I haven't slept in a while. Anyway, you guys go east. Now you go east for not. You can actually as soon as you start going that way, you can kind of see. But it's about 5 minutes ahead. You guys are walking along, and there are corridors. Don't have any water in them. That are going to the north and across on the other side to the south. And there are little bridges that connect at each of those corridors. And they're spaced about, say, 50 yards apart. And you can see from where you are that there seems to be 4, maybe 6 of them. There are corridors
Okay.
going north and south,
Okay.
spaced
So-
about 50 yards apart. And the bridge is connecting, so you can do either way.
Are we going to
That's,
keep the go left rule?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so
I
north.
just need more space.
And if we see a bunch of slime, we know it leads to the same place, and we'll avoid it.
Now let's
Okay.
not go around
This
tiny-
corridor.
FYI, everybody, I am listening. I have to step away for just about 30 seconds, but I am listening.
Okay.
All good, man.
You head up this north corridor. It's a kind of a normal size corridor now. This tunnel you've been in is quite gigantic, right? For hallways. This is more of a normal hallway. And you come into it, and you can see it opens into a larger room about 30 yards ahead. And there are 2 doors, one on the right and one on the left, and an open room ahead. Everything's dark in here, though. There's no sconces, but he has his light. So
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, the door on the left could lead to the danger room, possibly.
well,
But
keep in mind the danger room is 10-minute walk. You're literally
Oh, okay.
paces up this
The way,
corridor.
yeah,
They're not even
My
close to
bad.
each other. Not even close.
yeah. I'm sorry. That's the way the map is written. I threw me off entirely. Okay. Cool. Well, we should probably check the left room first. I mean, that's what we're doing. So unless
Can we
somebody
hear
else.
anything in the room?
Yeah,
Amy,
let's
Amy,
do the
you're
whole.
super soft, Amy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She said, "Can we hear anything in the room?" Let's do the whole sniff, listen, and
Sure.
check
Well,
for trap
that's
thing.
Bill's job.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's
All right, I'm on it.
Somebody give him
Perce-
guidance.
Boom perception, and the guidance is a D4, right? So
Yep.
I ain't doing it. He doesn't cut me in for a full share.
that's
Yeah,
because
I'll
you
do
talk
it.
all kinds of crap.
That's fair.
Here, all right.
Your
I do
10-minute
it.
walk is not right. It's going to be where the quasar was eaten. It's going to be that big corridor.
On the other side of that. Okay. All right, 27.
Oh, wow. No problem. You hear nothing at the left door. It is completely silent.
I hear. Wait, guys.
Hmm?
I hear the crying. Roland, is that you? No, never mind.
Oh.
Okay, let me check the other door.
Okay, give me another roll.
Okay. Roll again. On the roll again. All right, that's a 13.
Okay. You hear nothing. Well, no, you hear rustling.
Okay. Hey, you remember? Yeah. No, there's some rustling on this side. I do detect that.
Can you be more specific?
No. It well, rustling. Like something is moving. There's something
Yes,
alive.
there's something in the room.
Like how big of a something? Like a small rustling or?
Come here. Why don't you try? Why don't you tell me?
Open the door.
All right, I'll go open the door.
Okay. You open the door. This is a 20 by 20 room. And it seems to have been a storage room. There are shelves lining all of the walls. They are stone shelves built into the stone quite beautifully. But this room is very dusty. And when you do open the door, a waft of decay smashes you in the face. And there are two skeletons scuffling around that immediately charge the door because food, even though they can't eat. Paladin,
All right.
Paladin,
Yes.
do your paladin-y thing.
Where do you roam?
Okay.
That kind of rustling.
That kind of wrestling. Okay. Do paladins have turn undead in this game?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Can I
Yeah.
do that?
I don't know if they do. Clerics
All right.
do. I'm
Okay.
sure.
So
I'm
do I
pretty
have to
sure they
roll
have
for
a
that?
turn. If it's not the paladin, then it's the cleric.
I mean, I
Yeah.
can destroy it.
And the cleric's the one
Undead,
that opened
but
the door. That's fair enough. Cleric.
okay. But they nerfed turn undead, so yeah, they turned it into destroy undead. So unless they're a like 1/4 challenge rating, I
Which they
can't do
are.
anything. Oh, they are. Well, I can destroy them instantly. Just
Yeah, I know.
they explode.
They
Boom.
see the cleric and they go, "Kah!" and they die. They fall into pieces.
Loot
Now,
their bodies.
in this room, however, you have slightly chattering bones on the floor. But
Oh.
you notice that there is a scabbard that has almost rotted completely away. However, there is a sword in it on the ground. It must have fallen off the skeleton. Um, and you also see on the shelves there are maybe the shelves are half filled with these looks like metal boxes, black metal boxes. So there's probably about 7 of them.
Did you say these doors were at the end of this hallway? Was that right?
Nope, they're right
No,
there
they're
at
off
the
to the.
right where you were correct, right there. And
Okay.
then the room up ahead. No, no, no. Why did you do just that? Okay.
I didn't.
The room up ahead is correct. Just don't put a line in the middle.
Okay.
There's no door. It's an opening.
Okay. Thank you.
It's an opening, yeah. But that
All right.
room is perfect. It's 20 by 20. It's perfect. So
Let
you
me.
got shelves. You got 7 metal boxes on them, and there is a rotting scabbard with a sword in it on the floor.
Let me check for traps on the boxes. Look at this sword also.
Well,
I
probably
have.
better to have the artificer do that.
Yeah.
Identify.
Yeah, because they don't. I can't tell much about it.
Okay.
Okay, let's do one thing at a time. Let's deal with the sword first. Honey, you pick up, look at the sword. Of course, you have the ability to identify and see things like that. This sword is what is called a masterwork item. So
Ooh.
it's
Wow.
of greater quality, and it gives a +1 to damage, not to hit. It is a short sword, by the way. And because it is so well made, there is no rust, although there is There is patina on the blade, but a proper someone who knows how to deal with swords can clean it up pretty well. There's no rotting on it, and it has what looks to you, honey, to be an ivory handle. And the hand, the pommel seems to be like some kind of black metal, and the ivory handle is very highly detailed, and it has it looks like it's like kind of a Celtic wolf motif.
Ooh.
Me like wolves.
Well, that looks like a perfect weapon for you.
The scabbard is useless though.
For now, unless you get it enchanted.
Do I sense any darkness around it?
Nope, it's not magical.
Oh.
It's just incredibly well made.
Wow.
Cool.
So it's just a really beautiful sword.
It is a beautiful sword. The scabbard's just too rotted away to be of any use.
You can't restore that.
No.
Scabbard is what the sheep, right?
Yeah, but that can be you can get a short scabbard pretty easy. Matter of fact, Honey could make one. Bill, go ahead and check for traps.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
20 modified.
Nice. No problem. There is you're checking one box, and there is no trap on it, but it is locked.
Okay. Let's see. Just pick that.
Mhm.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
As usual, in a dungeon delve, the rogue is always the busiest.
Of course.
Yeah.
So that is an 11
Oh wow.
modified.
Yeah, you're not doing a good job.
Okay.
Can Honey take a try?
Yeah, I'll hand that one over and get ready to move to the next box one.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys take some time here and check all the boxes, and you eventually it's not like a super sophisticated lock. They're pretty basic. He needed a 12, so.
Okay.
And you get them all open, and all of them have there are no traps or anything like that. All 7 of them hold inside the box. There are 24 crystalline black cubes
24 black
Crystalline black.
that
So
fit
four-
that measure perfectly the interior of the box.
Huh.
Each box holds, what, 4 of them? Or
24.
Oh, each box holds 24.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. These things are mysterious.
Now, is it 1 cube per box, or was it
It's
It's
24
24
cubes per
cubes per box.
24 cubes per box? Huh.
And 7 boxes.
Like maybe they were light bulb replacements or something.
Well, we have a gross.
They don't
So
look anything like the. You do have gross. They don't look anything like the sconces at
The
all.
sconces. Okay.
This
I
is
do wanna take
definitely
They
a-
are crystalline, and it seems like the technology of this place is crystalline.
Yeah.
this is
So
definitely a honey problem.
Yeah, this gives me like
Batteries.
puzzle box vibes.
Yeah. This is a stick
Well, I
it
gotta
in the
get
bag
pigeons
and
in somehow, Puffin.
mhm.
I'm worried about pinheads.
Yeah, no, that's true. Cenobites.
All right, so that's everything in this room. I'm gonna check the other room.
Now, of course,
Yeah.
you guys in no way have the ability to carry all of these cubes with you.
How much
Even with
space
the
do we have in
back
our
of
bag of holding?
Back
Well.
holding is limited.
That's true. That's why I'm curious.
And Honey, being an engineer and all, this is these are made of some, you're not exactly sure, but some form of black quartz. So they're not particularly valuable in and of themselves.
what do you think
That
the
is
box is made out of, honey?
Shall I investigate the boxes?
You can
Yeah.
make a roll.
Okay, that's 20 plus 8, right? No, and
Yes.
tools. Do I
Oh,
use
and
food?
2. Yeah.
Okay,
So, and
okay, that's pretty good. All right, let's just grab my. Here you go.
I was going to save a lot of tabs, but that's not going to kettle black. Yes.
I don't know why you girls are so low today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They don't sound that low to me, but
No, they're rarely low to me.
hmm.
And it's
Can you
my
just close
14.
up on your bit?
Yeah.
She got a 14.
She got a 14. You're not exactly sure, but it's some kind of carbon-based alloy.
So they're metal.
Yeah.
It's have a mystery metal though.
And they're
So
not rusty?
Not
maybe
even
these things are.
not even a blemish.
Maybe it's to keep these things, from radiating their magic out if they have any magic. Or
Well, we gotta have somebody to identify the crystals first, though.
Which is something that Honey could do, but that's going to take time.
I say we take one box for now.
Yeah, because we know where they're at.
Okay. So what are we doing now?
I checked the other room.
Yeah.
Chester.
GOP was checking the other
Yes,
room.
Buffett.
I gotta go take care of something, but I gave GOP my character sheet and everything, so I'll be right back.
No problem. You go across the hall and open that up. It's the same size room, 20 by 20, but this one seems to be almost like a utility closet. There were many wooden objects in here that are basically sawdust now. And because this is a very dry environment, I know we're surrounded by water, but it's very dry. And it just seems like a utility closet, and there's nothing of interest in here.
Okay, nothing to roll for. All right, room appears to be empty. Maybe we could continue further down.
Yeah, let's go into this open room.
Let's continue up the hall.
Yeah.
You come into this open room, and this room is about 60 foot wide by about 40 foot deep.
Okay.
Or maybe 20, 40, 50 foot wide. It's going to be equal in your cutting here. And it's about 40 foot deep. And in this room, of course, you have a light. You do see sconces, but they're broken with the light. Yeah, something like that, Bill. And the only thing you see in this room, it's a beautiful stone cut room with sconces around. There are they look like an altar on the right and left wall. They kind of look like an altar. But in the north wall, there is a large. It kind of looks like a stone sarcophagus without, just a box, without any lid on it.
Okay. Empty. Oh, that's not foreboding at all. Considering all the vampire stuff that we've seen so far.
Would you like to investigate or run away?
Yeah, no, I'll check it out.
Yeah, investigate.
We need a good fight.
Well, this stone box, so because I'm thinking the King's Chamber and the Pyramid of Giza. It looks like that. And inside of it, you see that there are 12 of those little black crystals, those little black crystal boxes or cubes, floating in here, inside, just in midair, inside of this box.
They're floating, but they're not glowing or anything like that?
Nope.
I want to tap one, try and see what happens.
If it floats and moves and
it bobs.
It bobs. Do I detect darkness in this place?
Evil, you mean? Yeah, you don't say that. That's automatic. That would go off automatically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like when you headed into the slime, there was obviously danger there, but it didn't go off.
Oh.
Yeah. To what purpose do these serve here? 12. I'll grab the box with the cubes and take one out, and hold it right above its slot, but then let go of it and see if it floats or drops.
Well, there are already 12 in there.
No, I was saying the box. I'm sorry. Take out the box that I have that has the 24.
Hmm.
How large is that box actually?
That box is about two
It's a
feet
chest.
across, 2.5 feet across.
Okay, it's more like a chest. So we'll shuffle that out of the bag of holding,
Okay.
open it up, and take one of the cubes out.
Uh huh.
What what do I feel when I hold it as I take it out of the box?
It's just a crystalline cube.
Okay, just hold it in one hand, drop it into the other.
Uh,
Anything?
no, you mean from one hand to your other hand? No, nothing.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
There's no writing or anything in this room that we can discern.
Nope.
Okay.
How many sconces are in this room?
There are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
None of them are. Well, some of them are missing, and some of them are broken.
Like
Since I'm
Maybe-
short,
I'll clean up what I'm doing and put it away for right now. Go ahead, someone else.
since I'm short, I'm gonna be looking on the stone box to see if there's anything written on it.
Nothing.
Yeah, no, that kind of already.
Check the alt. We need to check
Work
the
the
altars.
three.
None of this beautiful stonework has any writing whatsoever, or even decoration or design.
I probably can't see into the stone box anyway. That's why I said she checked around the
That's fine,
outside.
Yeah.
but there is nothing. It's a
And there's
beautiful
nothing on the
stone.
altars. It's just
The altars, when you go over to them and take a look, they have 6 of these little crystal cubes floating inside each of them. They're not altars.
and that's it. Okay, my character. This is not his wheelhouse at all. We should probably take notes and maybe like consult.
Well,
Way we have them identified.
the more
Yeah.
if we can find out something about that sword, we might be able to figure out maybe the history of this place.
Well, the sword belonged probably to one of the skeletons.
Sure,
We don't
but
know.
if he was from the same time and era, they can identify like, oh, that's a this
Might
or
just have been a thief that got in there and got killed by something else,
maybe if it turns
or
out
one of the
it's
slaves.
70 years old, that's probably true. But if this is far older, it might be some information to go on.
What do you guys
This is
doing?
an interesting. Yeah, I mean, this is an interesting puzzle, but I'm like, I don't know. Does anyone have any ideas with it, or we should come back to it later when we kind of have a better grasp on what's going on down here?
So there's 12 cubes between those two altars, and
24 in the bill, 24 for the room. Yeah, exact same.
Yeah.
That's in each box.
I'm gonna grab.
Is
I'm gonna
that
grab.
a coincidence even?
Yeah,
Coincidence, huh?
not at all.
Well, let's try fiddling with them.
Can I use detect magic?
You
They're floating.
could do that. It takes 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, let's see.
It looks like we're standing here for 10 minutes anyway. So yeah, investigating everything else. I wanted a sconce that was out anyway for I can investigate it. So somebody reach up there and give me that.
When you do sit into your ritual and try to understand, the cubes are magical that are in the box. The ones that are inside of the stone sarcophagus or stone boxes are inert. They're not magical. They have no magic left. But you detect ridiculous amounts of magic coming from under the floor.
Huh. So whatever kind of magic's in there, they're executable. Are there any are there any markings on the stones or on the cubes themselves?
We already did that. We already covered that.
Yeah.
In the other room.
Not a stitch.
Okay.
And the floor, does it have any markings on it?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
What if we cleared all the crystals out of their hovering spot and pulled them away to see how far before they stop hovering, and then see what happens if we remove them.
Well, let's go ahead. I'll grab one from the altar that's floating and just start walking off with it.
Yep.
Were
It
any
has
of
a
these
little tug to it, and then it's in your hand.
And then it's completely inert.
Didn't change at all.
All
The
right,
magic was from beneath, remember?
That is
I'm gonna
not
walk.
what I said.
I'm gonna
Was it?
walk.
No, he
Not
said
not
there was
done.
a
Hold on.
ridiculous amount of magic underneath the ground.
But I also
Mhm.
said
We might-
the cubes in the box were magical, but the ones in the stone boxes are not. They are inert.
There might be
I
something
Let's switch
under
them.
there we don't want getting out.
exactly.
A steel of some kind.
Yeah.
I think we
Let's
need.
switch them all and see what happens, guys. Come on, it'll
Yeah,
be
let's
fun.
switch them. Switch them. Switch them. I vote for switching them.
I'm stepping outside.
I'm gonna get us all
You're the one with the
killed.
back that has the stones.
Guys, I have a brilliant idea. What if we just switch all the stones around, all the boxes? I mean, clearly there's a reason that there's the exact same number in the room and all of these. So what if we just switch them? Come on. What's
Rabbit,
the
when are
worst
you
that
going
can
to teach him
happen?
how to speak English properly?
I know. I haven't. I've got like 2 hours of sleep and 12 hours of driving that I've done today.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just tell me what you guys are doing.
We're
gonna
switching
swap.
them.
We're gonna swip them out.
You're gonna
Swap them out.
them. Okay.
Yep.
So you guys take time and you swap them all out, and as you drop each cube into its position, even if you're not perfectly correct, it floats into its position and it glows slightly. When you drop in the last cube, they glow more, and you hear this whirl from below you, and you see eldritch runes coming alive across this entire room and the boxes itself. And more importantly than that, a giant floating holographic head is now sitting above the large sarcophagus box, speaking to
Nardon.
you in some, yes, that's right, speaking to you in some foreign language which you do not understand.
Somebody has. Well, Puffin said he has tongues, even though he's not here. But he said I could run
does.
his character.
So go
So
ahead.
he's going to cast tongues.
Okay. This hologram is speaking directly to you. It seems to be somewhat sentient, and it's saying to you, you have activated the water management system in sector 2B857741. Would you need any further assistance?
I'm conveying all this to the party. What exactly do you do here?
I am
This
the
is Puffin
Waste
talking.
Management Interactive System.
What sort of changes can we make, and what sort of effects would they have from this location?
With proper authorization, you can change flow of water. You can also deal with waste management in a specific entirety. Without actual written permission, which it looks at you up and down in a disdainful way, which I doubt you have, you can do very little.
Who do we get permission from?
The supervisor, of course.
Where is the
Do
supervisor?
you? Yes, that was going to be my next question.
Then just ask it and don't tell me that.
Do you know the location of any supervisors currently?
One moment.
Everybody's dead.
Its eyes start blinking real quickly, as if it's thinking, there are no supervisors. It is interesting.
Apply for the job.
By my calculations,
Yes.
it has been 10,254 years since my last
No.
activation.
Oh dear.
What do you what were the people that you served? Do you have any knowledge of them, or are you strictly designed to follow your particular
I'm a follower of I am a servant of the Ilrati.
Ilrati?
Is that the Parkers?
And once again, I can't hear you, Amy.
Oh, I was wondering if that's the Parkers, but that's a nice
People that
family.
lived upstairs.
Ilrati would be the name of the people. As in race, culture.
Yes. Okay. I'm looking at the party. So does anyone have any other questions? I have a few, but I'll let you guys ask some questions first.
What can you tell us of the Ilrati Society?
It says that its databases is limited, but it gives you general information. They were, Atlanteans.
Is there a better database that you could show us how to get to? It looks like you need to have new employees.
A hologram it replaces the head, and it shows the schematic of this of the city, the underground city, and it is wickedly gigantic.
Oh, we need our map maker is making a map. I'm assuming.
Yeah, we're gonna be standing here for a little bit.
This is worth it, though.
The purpose of the sarcophagus?
It's not a sarcophagus.
It's just a platform.
Oh, it's the monitor. Okay.
It's a control panel.
Can you take a picture of the map with one of your image stones?
Wow, I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just asking. I was asking Honey if she could take a picture of the map with one of her image stones, so they could, if we get lost, we might be able to find our way out.
Well, she has something like that. She could. Yeah.
What is the overall scale of this map while she's getting her image stones out? Like, we're talking miles and miles.
You're the map. You asked this question, and it tells you that because you have Puffin in his tongues, right? So he's translating into his thinking, right? So
Boy, Puffin's making a lot of experience points right now.
This city is basically about 300 miles by 160 miles, and it is a mile and a half deep.
Okay.
So we still need to. If you have no other supervisors, clearly the system needs to be taken care of. Correct?
He says, "One moment, updates incoming." The map starts changing. There are many destroyed, broken areas. There looks like cities built by something inside the structure. The map is just radically changing.
Here comes our update. Whatever you call it.
He says the city has been infested by foreign bodies.
Yeah, we're talking about foreign bodies.
Allow us to cleanse the infestation.
No,
you are far from powerful enough to do such a thing.
Well, we can assist at the very least. We might not be able to clear all of it.
This is not my function.
I punch him in the shoulder and I whisper to him.
He's a hologram.
No, I'm not talking about the hologram.
Yeah, all right.
No, punches Puffin, which AKA me, AKA Puffin.
We would be considered an infestation, you dumbass. You get us killed. Are you trying to get? I don't think we can get employed by this guy, but maybe. But on top of that, there's a way to figure out
waste management program you are talking
to. Right. Well, yeah, I know. Exactly. It's a rung on the ladder.
I know.
Pretty low one. Yeah.
Trying to figure out where we can
go to the next.
Because if we can get control of this system, it might be useful.
Is it connected to the room that has all the yucky slime in it? If it's good at cleaning things?
You see that on the map, and you can ask for it to zoom into that, and you see that that tunnel didn't go much further, and that was actually like a kind of waste dump area, and it's absolutely, because it's showing and it can actually give you detail. It's absolutely infested with black puddings.
Oh,
a lot of them.
That doesn't sound very good.
No, you
I
were
mean, it's
smart
quite
to run
tasty
away.
stuff.
Although I did give you a battle.
Hmm. Close.
I'm assuming that's just
Okay.
oozes, are they?
Yeah, they're types
They
of
are.
oozes. Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
have a difficult question to ask. Is there a security and repair station for this city?
They are all inoperable.
Is there any way
No,
for us to?
there are 7 still operable.
Oh,
Oh, that sounds like a quest.
Sounds like it to me.
Can you guide us? Can you show us where the operable stations are on the map?
It does.
All right.
The nearest
Um.
one to you is about 120 miles to the east.
Why don't you
Wow.
just describe the Fomorians and let's see if we can locate where they are.
It doesn't know what a Fomorian is.
That's why I said, like, describe giant humanoid.
Snake people.
Giant humanoids. Oh, okay, it
Oh,
can
giant
understand that.
humanoids.
And you see that on the levels that you are in, there are several little pockets, but as you go down, those kind of cities built inside the city are almost all Fomorians. There's thousands of them.
So this is kind of where they live.
Okay,
Yeah.
now let's see if he can find the snake people.
Oh, they're on your level, and they're a little nest here or there, all around.
With the rooms that are nearby us, since you've shown you can look into rooms, uh, where are enemies that are located nearby? That are besides the one room that we just observed,
The
or
nearest,
creatures, yeah,
well,
living things.
this area you're in is actually pretty clean, right? On this level, if you go down below you, there is much more activity, and it shows
Yeah.
ways to, stairwells and stuff like that. Although the lift system is not operable, you would have to put energy cubes in its place, which you have 6 more boxes of, and to get them functioning. On this level, the nearest, it doesn't understand what you mean by danger or enemy. But
Yeah,
the
I say
nearest
creatures, living
biology,
things.
other
Yeah.
than the black puddings to the north of you, to the east of you, about a mile, there is a small, looks like a village.
A
Whoa,
village.
whoa.
Humanoids? Are
It's
they?
it's mixed. You see there, it seems to be predominantly Yuan-Ti, but there are also human and dwarven traders. You can see because it's
Really?
zooming in, right, and this
Mhm.
holographic
Yeah.
thing, and of course there's no color, so you don't know, but they look like humans and dwarves trading with the Yuan-Ti.
Does it recognize this coin?
Oh, that's a great question.
It does not.
Hmm.
Can I
Um.
locate more? Well, we don't really know if we want these coins.
Well, one more thing that
That's
I
getting a little
think is,
bit too nuanced for what it can do.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
are,
how long will this operate on the cubes that we just put in?
Asking how long this array of cubes will operate.
Yeah.
It says that they are designed to last for, Puffin translated, roughly a century.
Oh.
Sweet.
I am curious too. Are there any storage areas designed like armories or anything of that nature, uh, relatively nearby?
There is
Like, what is
very
the where's the nearest one?
at the nearest security systems, which is what, 120 miles away.
Okay,
Hmm.
fair enough. Are
It's
there any
going through,
high?
and most of everything inside this place has been cleaned out.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Even though it was a place the the mouse or whatever I used to find this entrance said that no one ever came in and out of this entrance.
Not
So there's
since
other
the
ways.
not since the collapse of whatever
Yeah.
was there before, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't really know timelines here. This thing is talking about something very ancient and is talking about what is left
Mhm.
of its facility. It doesn't
Yeah.
really
Okay.
know about this infestation. Who knows how many civilizations have been in and out of this place?
Yeah.
It
True.
doesn't
That is
understand.
true.
It all it understands is what it is programmed to do.
Yeah.
Flow the water, take the waste out. Okay.
Right, and it can view the map and it can show you things. It doesn't know what these things are that you call enemy.
Now,
Yeah. No,
is
that's
this
why I corrected myself with the or living things, creatures.
is a security system
Something
the
like
same
that.
as, let's say, someplace that would be like an information kiosk? Would
Um,
that be different?
it zooms in on that area and it shows you that room. There seems it's completely intact. Like I said, there are 7 of them throughout the city at various layers. This one is a one layer down, 120 miles to the east. Most of them are much deeper. But this is the nearest one to you. And you look inside that room, and there's all kind of weird objects and equipment. You don't understand it. Even the artificer doesn't get what the hell those things are supposed to do. However, you do recognize 4. It's hard to get an idea of size, but they're probably around 12 foot tall, 10, 12 foot tall, metallic men.
Oh, seriously?
Ooh. Hmm.
Where are
Okay.
the metal people?
Well, they hopefully they need their cubes are inert also. Um, wonder how we could find. It's just to find treasure. That's what I want.
Yeah, I know.
Where would
I know.
Yeah, that's what we're looking
He's
for.
not gonna make it that easy.
Well,
Ooh.
I just understand what you're talking to. You've gained a
I know.
huge amount of information, but then
I know
again,
this thing is
if
great.
if you have any kind of concept, you would assume that you're not the first people to learn this. I mean, obviously in
Well,
this area you are, but
Yeah.
or maybe you are.
well, it's
At
been
least in modern
10,000.
times, maybe you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been down for 10,000 years, and those cubes are supposed to last for 100. So
That's right.
he's
It's
been
been at
asleep a
least
long
100
time.
years. Like
Yeah.
10,000 years. That's right.
I'm just checking room by room from where we are outwards to see if there's anything valuable I
You
spot
guys
as I
spent
go.
hours here. Someone make lunch.
It's worth it.
It
It's
is worth
I'm
it.
worth
Look,
It is worth it. And there's no
serve it.
real
Make sure
danger
everybody
around you.
eats.
Although
Mhm.
if you go down a layer or two, there's definitely danger around you, but it's underneath the rock where you are. But in this particular
Yeah.
area, there's nothing. You do notice that very close to you, actually across the water tunnel, because I said there were corridors going down, there is a major stairwell right over there, right? So you are near a level down area, a stairwell,
Hmm.
to the south
Okay.
of you. And you guys are going over the map. You're looking, and like I said, it doesn't it isn't much assistant, but it'll certainly zoom for you, and you see all kind of stuff. You see the UNT are mainly in the top few levels, and they are. They're just kind of doing their thing. They certainly have slaves, but they also seem to be trading with other, even humans, but non-slave humans. The Fomor are all over the place, and as you guys take time looking at stuff, you notice that you kind of see a pattern. The Fomor seem to be trying to understand this place. You see standard day-to-day things, but the Fomor don't do work. They have slaves for that, right? But
Uh-huh.
they seem to be messing around and studying this facility is what they seem to be doing. When you go look, there's a big chunk of the lower levels that's just basically empty. There's some wandering monsters, and then we get down the bottom. There are pockets that it's difficult. You really can't see. It's like it's blurred for some reason. But occasionally you get a glimpse of something that looks like a gigantic walking frog man.
Real quick, Rabbit, have some mercy on that mouse. You're
Sorry, what?
killing it's already dead. Stop eating it. You the mouse.
Was that rabbit's mouse clicking? No.
That is Rabbit's mouth.
Okay.
Just
Oh,
like
sorry.
have
I'm
some
doing
mercy on it.
something.
It suffered enough.
I didn't realize the microphone was right next to it. Sorry.
But if that's okay. But occasionally in the lower level, it's hard to see down there. There's something obscuring you. You don't
Some
know.
kind of magic is
It
obscuring
doesn't know what it is. But occasionally you do see these kind of giant frog men. Anyone has arcane can make a roll to understand what those are.
Okay.
Oh no.
I know arcane.
Yes.
Come
It's
on.
in your browser.
Browser.
I have a guess as to what they are.
You are right. Yes.
And what's that? I don't.
If you have proficiency and you have 20 intelligence, you should have a plus 8.
Plus 7 or 8.
Plus 8,
Plus
yeah.
8. Yeah.
Plus
I wrote
8.
I put in 9 by mistake, but just go ahead and just.
Yeah, it's just okay. Just give me the number.
23.
Okay.
The 22.
They are slotty.
Slotty?
Yep. That's not an adjective. It's a name.
It's a name.
It's a scary name.
That are not of this dimension.
Not sloths.
They are
Yeah.
pure, utter chaos, and they will flenge you just for the fun of it.
Thank you for the honor.
Yeah.
Looks like we got some more leveling to do before we do anything else.
That's not, I don't even know if we'll play that long.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't know.
See. We never know. But
Yeah.
that's epic level combat down there.
Well, let's level up and let's burn some black pudding.
Yeah, I wanna kill some stuff. And even if we have to stay at a distance, if we can snipe
Well,
in
you got
there.
about a mile to the east, there's a Yuanti village.
Yeah, that'd be fun
thanks.
actually.
What's outside of the Yuan?
Let's do it. You know what? Let's do it. We're gonna map out as much as we can, and let's do it, man. Let's freaking do it. I want to destroy some things, man.
Okay.
Well, if we
Yeah.
gotta travel that far, it's gonna be several days travel, and we're not equipped
What?
for
Talk
that.
about it.
It's
here.
a mile. It's 1 mile.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought you said 100 miles.
No, it's a mile.
No.
Well, that security thing is far away.
Yeah, but
Okay.
no. We're going to the Yuntai.
Okay.
You want tea? You want tea?
What are you? All right. So, how many are there roughly?
It's a village.
So anywhere from
So-
Several
15 to-
like a couple hundred.
Do the humans look like they are in garb that we're familiar with? Like,
Yeah.
okay, so like maybe from our kingdom?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't it be better just to make friends?
we
with
won't
them?
be we won't
Is
be
it
killing
partner?
those people. We won't be killing those people.
With
basically.
We're
the-
not gonna go raid a village. We're just trying to figure out where there might be some easier monsters.
I'm not.
run
Yeah,
into
I'm not down to
trophies.
go. I'm not down to go kill everyone in a village just
Nope,
to get
nope,
my
nope, nope,
thrill.
nope.
Well, I don't think you could.
No.
No.
Yeah.
So it would be nice to make friends with some factions in here just to keep ourselves alive longer.
Well,
True.
if they're
Maybe
trading,
you could lead us to some handy sub quests that could level us up and get to know what's going on. As an artificer, I think
they're trading with humans, so they
the
must
Save
not.
would definitely want to find out more about this technology.
Well, I think that's probably the most premium thing that we have in this realm is what we found. So we don't want to trade this. This is something to keep us from getting killed, and we probably shouldn't reveal the bag of coins that I found in my pocket, but we could kind of just try and find some more wandering dead for a bit.
Maybe we can look for something like that with the maybe the computer can find something like that.
Well, that's what I was looking for before. Like, what's close by that we can take on?
Well,
Here's a good.
You can go
yeah.
down the stairs and you'll find plenty.
But
Yeah.
we don't want
There's-
to run into frog people.
This is very safe level. The first level of the underground is pretty safe.
We need to go downstairs, guys.
Well, as long as there's
The
not.
the frogmen are very, very far away.
Okay.
Like,
Oh
way
well,
down
Okay.
there.
they're a mile and a half below you.
Yeah.
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 Oh.
All right.
It's like the last level.
We'll find the nearest group going down the stairs, so we can kind of see what we have up ahead, and then we'll go down. This is a scouting thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
didn't he say there was an elevator that needed
No,
some?
but well, yeah, it has to be
Well, yeah,
repaired.
but it needs repair, which you guys know how to.
Mhm.
But I
Which
think
we're
we
not going to because that gives the people lower levels access to the higher levels faster.
Well,
Well,
what
but
you
not only-
repair, you can unrepair.
Yeah, true.
So true.
but we also don't know, like, if we're going to have more crystals. These things are tens of thousands of years old. There's got to be nothing more valuable in the world than these for their rarity, as far as we know.
Do you
We
know where
don't-
any
We
other
don't really want to
crystal
use them unless we
stashes
have to.
are, Mr. AI?
I'm sorry. What is your question?
Do you know where any other crystal stashes are, Mr. AI?
It can't. Those aren't connected to the system. It doesn't know.
Okay.
We'll keep an eye open for them.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Well, then we'll find the nearest group and let's go. Let's
Can I
go.
ask one question?
Hello.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, Puffin.
So we found an AI.
Yeah.
And
Amy
we're
was.
about to go down some stairs and adventure. Hopefully.
Yeah.
And the only person that's talking to him is you.
Yeah, because you have tongues, so you're the one doing this.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Hello, Mr. AI. Question: Can you speak? Like, I'm gonna ask if it can like either direct us to a device or a way for it to speak to us in common.
It's incapable.
Okay, interesting.
Does it know
This
our
is a
Well-
waste management program.
Yes.
Oh, waste management program.
I'll be right back.
So,
Okay.
have there? Are there
Chester,
any?
isn't it time for you to put on your water?
It is actually. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I got a bio break.
Oh,
All
you
right.
gotta do that.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so we basically gathered tons of information from this thing. We've got a map.
It's actually getting on nighttime now.
Yeah, but I mean, it's definitely worth doing, but still, we need to. I want to progress a little bit, for like the actual us going and finding things and doing things. So we have this room, and I think we should actually like have it be a command center later on.
Okay.
But for right now, let's
There is a
find.
holographic control panel in front of you. You could ask it how to work it.
Yeah, I'll ask it how to work it. Hey, how do
Yeah.
you work all this stuff?
It shows you, and it's basically just dealing with waste, and water management. Is what it
Mhm.
does. However, there is one button that closes a giant door behind you.
Oh, cool. Can that be done remotely?
No.
Okay.
Well, it could be, but
And-
you don't have the device. However, the artificer could probably make it, but that would take time.
Okay. I'm gonna ask if there's anything else like hidden in the room.
No.
Okay.
Alright,
I'm going to
cool.
get coffee.
Okay.
Good idea. Well, we should definitely do whatever studying we need to figure out how to make a remote access for that. Take notes, and Honey can work on that in our
Yeah.
downtime.
Sure, safe space? Yeah.
Definitely an off time like thing that would be great. Like honestly,
Yeah,
Good.
that'd be awesome.
I have an interesting idea which actually Chester might kind of like it because it would actually get my closet away from us, and I couldn't use it for what I'm using it for. So if we take our hireling, like we get a hireling, well, but then again, they would have to be able to speak tongues, so that might not work. But I was thinking, like, if we could get a hireling and find some way to like make them be able to cast tongues, then we have my closet in here, and there's the thing I can do where basically I can just communicate with my closet over any distance. We can use it like a message, at whatever distance we want to gather information.
Well, also, if we make those devices I was talking about, the whisper stones, the ones you can put
Mhm.
on your ear, we can use them as comms. One of us can just stand here and,
Yeah.
I'd stand here and interface.
Oh, that's cool.
That is party splitting, but yeah.
Well,
I mean,
Nessus usually doesn't have that far of a distance, but
Mm.
I guess we can make it work. But let's just head downstairs for a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
That's
All
good.
right.
We'll just say we've taken all the notes. That'll be beneficial, and we can go see if
Yep.
there's some monsters to fight.
Yeah, exactly. Good plan.
Do you think
So-
Walter's a good name for him?
I like it. Sounds like water.
Yeah.
I like Walter. Also reminds me of Fallout 3.
Okay.
So.
Who's Walter?
Walter in Fallout 3 was. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the AI.
Okay.
He was the waste management guy in Megaton.
Yeah.
Really? How
Yeah.
funny.
His name is
I
totally.
didn't know we
Walter.
named the AI Walter.
Yeah.
Are we playing D&D still? Just checking.
Yeah, we're waiting for
No.
Chester to get back. He's got his water.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's one of those
Yep.
times.
it's one of those times. So
That
everybody,
makes sense because we haven't been yelled at yet.
yeah,
So
we're going downstairs. We're going to go and try and fight something.
all right, 80s montage scene of everyone getting
Yeah.
But hopefully
What? Just me?
Yeah, no, we're listening. We're
Banana.
yeah.
Da 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 da.
Jigga,
Rabbit.
I don't want to be too obnoxious because I am still in a hotel room. But yes,
There's a
I can't be as obnoxious as I normally am. Okay.
Why not?
Well, it's not my house, so.
of comprehending languages.
Wait, why are you not in your house?
Oh,
He doesn't want to talk about it on YouTube, Puffin.
So,
We'll talk about it
Okay,
after.
I'm back.
Welcome in.
Welcome. Howdy. How do do?
Yeah.
All right.
hello, Moto.
I'm gearing up and heading down the stairs first.
Cool. Well, I'm following.
Same here.
We're all
Check
going
the
down in
tracks.
Of course, he's
basins.
not here yet. He's still getting his hot water, right?
Yep.
All right, so we automatically kill the monster. We gather
No.
all the stuff.
I
I
want to
just
go
wanna
fight
fight.
something. Either I live or I die. It don't matter.
We ignore the halfling. We gather all the stuff.
That's Melissa's character, not mine. I'm the gnome.
We ignore the shorties.
Hey, you! I can do that little thing that most gnomes can do that aggravates the bigger people,
What? Kick us in the knees?
No, bite you on the ankle. But anyway, but you got a dirty ankle anyway.
I do have a dirty ankle.
Yes, you do.
I stepped in some of that slime.
Oh no.
No, you didn't.
So do you want to take out that slime? You need fire.
I have fire. I have cantrips.
Fire, and it's going to eat everything, just so you know. It's probably best just to kind of maybe...
Do it from a distance.
It's best to send Tater after it. Go, Tater.
It's best to leave it alone.
Go Tater. Go Tater. Oh,
Really.
Oh yeah, I have
go Tater.
I have the gloves of ogre strength. I'll just pick up Tater and chuck him at it.
Well, maybe there's some easier monsters, or is that not how this works?
Well, it's traditionally, as the deeper you go, the tougher they get.
It's
Yeah.
random rolled anyway, so it could be.
Yeah, we
anything.
haven't rolled nothing. Some of us.
Yeah. You know what I find to be funny is she's so soft that it's like it's my conscience speaking to me whenever she talks. Because she's playing the paladin, and it's just like, what was that? You shouldn't do that. Let's try to help them.
That's funny.
No, we do not help Black Goo. Black Goo
Well-
is evil through and
Wait.
through.
Black goo? Is this Prometheus now? Are we all going to mutate?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I am going to kick his ass.
Maybe.
Where are you at,
I'm
Puffin?
evil.
I'm
Well,
coming
you
to kick
can't-
your ass.
Look, you can't reach my ass.
I'm tall enough to reach your ass, I have to tell you. Well, the gnome's not, but I am.
We didn't bring the dog with us, though, right? I don't.
No, we didn't. I'm riding on your shoulder.
Okay, fair enough.
Like a
I'll just be
closet.
invisible. Yeah, like a closet.
Yeah, like
I'm your
closet.
closet. How's that? We can
I'm,
pass
I,
without trace. No
I'm out of
problem.
the closet, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Both equally aggravating.
See how you like it.
120 miles.
I like this human. He's
I think
fun.
I have a card.
Start putting
Okay.
braids in his hair.
He
How much
probably
room
has
do
a
we
couple
got?
already.
Oh, has he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Put some berries in them.
How much
Okay,
water?
so short sword is for a short person, so that's either me or Melissa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's fair. First word. I don't even know who
I
that
think.
would be.
That's
Well, I
logic.
think with Melissa,
Hi, Chester. Welcome back.
Okay.
your combat's mostly in wear shape.
Yeah,
So let's get Melissa this one for the first one. You get the next one. Is that fair?
sure.
Okay.
Since you got the first actual magical weapon.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Now,
Okay.
you guys
Shut up. Okay.
are taking a look at the map, and you notice that down the stairs, which is just to the south of you, there is very, very near the stairs. Matter of fact, you'd have to be very careful coming out of the stairway. You see four rather large. You zoom in it. They're human sized, but they're kind of bulky and big. They look like an armored knight. Now, keep in mind this is all light blue, black and white,
Mhm.
effectively. And
Right.
you're not sure, but they kind of look like they have some kind of mist or smoke or maybe flame coming out of the face and the joints. Anyone with
Feel like it's a Death
arcane can
Knight.
make a roll to see what they think this might be.
Okay, I'm gonna go check it out.
Oh, they're probably just Death Knights
Oh yeah, I'm going to throw that at you.
or hell, or what's the other one?
Because we pissed him off enough.
Non-natural 20.
Oh nice. Yes, these are called helmed horrors.
Oh.
And about their feet, there is nothing but carnage. Now, they're not perfectly sit on a wall. You know, they're not symmetrical. They're just kind of standing in various places, just seem to be frozen in place. But there are a pile of dead things in various forms of decomposition, which means treasure.
Treasure.
Let's do it.
But you gotta kill him to get it.
4 of them.
Four of them. Yes.
All right.
That's easy. It's like split them up, 2 on each.
Maybe we can pull one at a time.
Yeah, we'd have to pull.
Aggravate only one at a time, maybe.
Um,
You roll a 20 on your roll, right?
yeah.
Honey, you understand what they are, and of course you know they're a construct, which is something you can do, right? This is up your alley. These are a constructed thing. They're not a natural living thing. They're made by someone like you, and therefore you understand the magical science to doing that. And you notice they all have on their chest the same sigil, which
Ooh, it's
means
Alchemy.
they were made by the same person, so they are a unit.
Ah.
Alchemist.
Larry,
Yeah.
Now, is there a way to destroy their to make them fall apart? You know, undo that alchemy without
Yeah,
having to
knock
beat
him
the
down to
crap out
0
of them?
hit points.
Okay. There's, yeah, I'm not aiming for that. I was thinking a way to unbind them.
Nope.
Send Amy after him.
It's a wicked
Spell
serious
magic.
fight. It's a wicked fight.
And that's what Chester wants us to do, so let's go do that.
Well, you got,
Why would we-
that you said you won the nearest, and that's what it is.
Let's go do that.
Leroy.
Anyone got any AoE stuff that can throw them
I
first?
start playing a rousing theme song for everybody to get ready to.
Are we sure I can't like
We're not gonna make
I
it.
can't hear you, girls. You're very low.
Okay, do something with our
What was the other one?
Does no one have
Black
fireball?
puddings?
black pudding. No, black
And we don't
Yeah,
have
Yeah.
a wizard, dude.
Black
Like-
pudding.
Pudding.
Like pudding. Those
Is
are
that what
bad.
flying bad guys were? Yeah.
Oh.
Do these things are their intelligence? Do I know if their intelligence are like within
Well,
themselves, or
you're
do they have
kind of
like some
going
kind of?
through and you're checking your notes and you're kind of going through and you're looking at how you would go about it because you did roll well. And you do know that you're automatically going to run into some problems. First of all, they have resistance against everything that's non magical,
Okay.
which means they have, which is half damage,
You need a plus.
right?
Yeah.
Except fire.
They are completely immune to the two of the things that don't matter. We don't have anybody with poison or necrotic, but Tater ain't gonna be able to do shit to him.
Well,
Literally
necrotic
zero.
is my hex, so yeah,
So
nothing.
that's not good. But your Eldritch blasts aren't gonna do anything either.
Oh, cool. So I'm.
How about
Tater's out
heat
of the
metal?
fight. He's completely
How
out
about
of
heat
that
metal?
fight.
Will heat metal affect
They
them?
are also. You can't frighten them. You can't charm them. You can't. Well, you can't paralyze. You can't control them at all. You ain't sneaking up on them. They probably understand you, but they're not going to talk to you.
All right.
They have advantage
Okay.
on all magical, and they're immune to certain magical spells, depending on the creator.
Okay. Let's
And
kill the
they hit
uses.
like a frickin' tank.
But you have to. If we're fighting the uses, I don't think we can get close to them. I think like they screw you. Like what?
The use is a brutal fight too.
But we can probably try and draw them off. I think they're oozes. They're probably not fast.
They're very slow usually.
Yeah, I think the oozes are more of a TPK than the helmed horrors.
Can we get the oozes to fight the helmed horrors for us?
No.
That would be wonderful, but no. Wouldn't happen.
Not even with a bard that
the
can
uses
charm
would
them.
do
Yeah.
nothing to the helmed horrors, and the helmed horrors would probably ignore them.
Yeah.
Who else can't do any damage? Or is that it? Just one person?
The helm horrors are designed to kill wizards. That's their purpose. They're created by people, artificer types to kill.
Yeah, but
wizards.
what I mean is, like, does everyone else have magical weapons and stuff? Do they have damage that they can? Because I do, obviously, but does everybody else?
Yeah, magical weapons are fine. Although they are, because you're magical, they get you just do straight up damage, so that's cool. But any magical people using magic are in trouble because they're designed to kill wizards. So
yeah, that's why I'm asking who else can't do damage other than GOP, because I feel like there's more than that one person.
Yeah, I think it's. Just,
I would not get my sneak attack.
Why?
Or no, I would.
No, that's not magic.
You would.
Yeah.
I would.
But if you have a magical weapon, then the damage would be normal.
I'm curious. Do they have ranged attacks, or are they just melee?
No, they're just beat you to death with long swords. They have one in each.
So if we could use spells that can stop their movement or slow them down,
magic is not going to work. These things are designed to kill wizards. So the way you're really the one that's kind of out of the fight.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
Honey has
support.
things that like cannons and things like that she can use that'll work just fine.
I mean,
it's really just you.
They have
any support spells at all.
Nope,
No,
I'm
they're
a
just
warlock.
basically immune tanks that hammer you with weapons.
I mean, we could try nets, webbing, entanglement. They have
That's
resistance,
not
but
gonna
they're
work. Well, a net might work, but it's like Lady's entanglement spell would do nothing.
No.
Well, if they fail their save, it would work.
No, it just wouldn't work on them, dude.
What about reduce?
I don't think that's right.
Don't use
that's
magic on
magic.
these at all. These things are designed to fight magic. Don't use magic on them. You want brute
We
force,
don't-
and you want oddly enough, you want your weapons to be magical so that you do full damage. Otherwise, you're doing half.
So the short sword should go to actually somebody who has a melee weapon that isn't magical. Even though it's going to do less damage, but it's going to do more because they're not resistant to it.
So
correct?
That is true.
Right. So that would probably be Puffin because he's got the gauntlets.
Probably.
But you don't have would your spiritual hammer would be different than on it. That would be helpful.
Let's see. What about that sword we got?
That's what I'm talking about. That sword.
I mean, I have the dagger that's +1 dagger.
Okay,
she
you
has
have a
you've
plus
got, so
one
you've got a
dagger.
dagger, and
Yeah.
I've got a +1 sword. So
Okay, Paladin, what do you have for magic weapons? You don't. Do you have anything?
She has that spell that she uses.
Paladin, what do you have for magic weapons?
Amy, what do you got for weapons?
I've never gotten anything nice.
Mm,
I've got a. I think I just got a blessed magic spell that I can
and
put
that won't work.
on
So
my
you're doing half
own
damage.
weapon, and it does. It makes you cast it on yourself, and it makes your weapon magical.
Okay, that does. That gives you.
That actually
That
would
counts.
work.
There is a few levels down, a kind of a man-made lake. It's surrounded by Kuatoa village, and there's a kraken in the lake.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, let's go do that one.
let's
Yeah.
go do that.
Not.
There's a Lamia queen.
Can we release the Kraken?
Is there any?
Wonk,
There's a couple
like,
of liches,
walk
but they're
around-
pretty deep.
Walk
Could
around
we
in?
talk with the liches?
Uh,
can we become liches?
Yeah, that's a
well, you
better
never
question.
know.
Yeah.
So just want to
Okay.
be evil. That's all there is to it.
Yeah,
Let's pick a fight.
Rabbit is in a constant desire for evilness. That's true.
Yes.
Hey, Rabbit. So let me tell you about a wonderful spell called Raise Dead.
I'd like to be a necromancer. That'd be great.
We don't get to play
Okay.
necromancers.
We don't.
Chester, don't let us.
Here's
Chester
You know what?
played a bloody necromancer.
I've got an idea. All right.
Not for very long.
That's true.
Okay.
Not for very long.
But he was
It
beautiful.
would require. We would have to loot for temporarily. We could probably store stuff at our camp. We'd have to temporarily get rid of our bag of holding and our jug of alchemy.
For what?
But Honey's character can replace them with two other magical items off of her list. Because you can only have two active at once, but she gets a long list of different things she can use. So there are a number of items that would be considered magical that could aid our party in that particular fight. It's probably worth it for at least for now, and then switch it back later. But this would be enough to maybe get us over the hump, so everyone except me, because I'm useless in this fight.
Well, I mean, I can
Yeah,
give
you
you
are.
my
You are the
plus
one
one.
that's really nerfed.
Like perfectly useless.
Well, if we really
designed
need to, I can give you my +1 dagger, and I can give you the gloves, so you suddenly have a 19 strength, and can actually just run up in melee if you want to.
And then you run your bless one of your weapons and use your spiritual hammer.
Yeah.
And then the paladin can bless her weapons and use smite. And then we have magical weapons with the boop. What's his name?
I don't know
Sonar.
if I can bless a weapon and make it a +1. I have to check.
Okay.
I'll have to check. Yeah, but
I think I have that. I think I have magic weapon.
Okay. Then. Okay, so all this would have to be a day out before we could do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we don't have this. Like these fights are perfectly designed, like perfectly made to like okay, like the frickin' oozes. Yeah, you don't want to have your melee people anywhere near them. Because that is very bad.
You're
and
not
on the
allowed
other,
to call me an asshole, by the way.
What
and on the other end,
I never signed up for that shit.
on the other end, your mages are useless, and only your So it's like almost like splitting the party.
Well, with the oozes, we've got a barrel of oil, right? We could throw that in there and light it, and then flame arrows. Bum 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 bum.
Oh, that is actually not a bad.
There are strategies.
Yeah, I think we could do that on the. That's. I mean, I brought a barrel of oil just for the the need for conflagration, right? So that's perfect for ooze. It's really the only thing that's going to harm.
Not a barrel, it's a mini keg.
No,
here's the thing. Here's the thing. We've got a whole camp of adventurers above us.
Yep.
There's
Only
probably
an hour away, less than an hour away.
Yeah, Yeah, but like there's probably a decent amount of supplies. We could probably buy a
Probably
decent amount of grease and
You guys
oil.
saw there were. Matter of fact, Larry knows for sure.
Let's do that. Let's fast forward through time. Go back to the big camp. Buy as much oil as we can, and then
I brought a shitload
Burn it
of
all
oil.
down.
We're good. It's in the
We got-
notes.
Yeah.
It's in the wagon.
I mean, we had
Okay.
In
My
the
cans.
wagon.
Most of my flamethrower is self-
Our cart, yeah, we had
You just walk through
supplies.
the
We brought supplies with us. We have
Yeah.
2 porters
It's
guarding
in the
supplies.
camp. It's in the
Yeah.
camp, though. It's not with us. That's why
Well,
we're
that's fine.
going
It's only an hour away. Yeah.
Let's not back in the city.
Less.
Yeah.
We hired porters to watch it. You know, that's their job.
Let's
Unless
get
there's a
as-
big haul.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly would buy even more. I just want to burn that whole room. And
What did
also,
they do to you? Huh?
I want to have a battle. Dab nabbit.
I guess.
Hmm.
That's a battle for you lot, though. It's not for us others.
Yeah, because of the simple
Well,
reason
I
that
was
when
gonna
you
be
burn
standing in the
stuff,
room
you have
waiting,
smoke,
watching you
and
burn
there's no
things.
place for the smoke to go.
Well, Rabbit,
I can't-
do you have a ranged weapon? I mean, you are a
No.
fighter. You can
I
use
can use a
crossbows or
ranged
bows.
weapon, but I can use a short bow or whatever it is. Oh, martial
mean-
weapons. I don't know. I didn't look at that. I just
Yeah,
looked
no,
sword
you-
and for,
you
I got
should
sword and
have-
shield, so.
You should have a ranged weapon as well. You should probably have a bow on
But
you
the
as
bows
well.
do anything to oozes?
Well, we're going to make flame arrows.
Didn't think so.
The flame
Flame
arrows.
arrows.
That's the point. Yeah.
Exactly. It's a strategy.
Yep.
My flamethrower can walk.
That's true.
Yeah,
Oh
where's our
god, your
flamethrower at?
flamethrower. Yes. Perfect.
I can make my flamethrower walk.
Okay. Well, let's go
Yeah.
get our oil. We'll get some rags. We'll prep some
Molotov.
arrows.
Molotov cocktails too.
It looks like a birdo that spits fire instead of eggs.
Okay.
Okay.
Back
So
to the ooze.
You guys
or
are
pudding.
heading to the black pudding room. Are you sure about that?
Did you?
We're going to have a wall of fire, and everyone needs to have flaming arrows ready. So we have to have all that prepared.
So
Before we go to that room.
Everyone,
let's see.
I
How are we
there.
going to do that? Let's see. How many people here have bows or crossbows? How many?
I have a.
Don't think so.
Well, not everyone is going to have it,
I
but
think you have like one in the party.
I was wondering.
should have multiple.
I got a
Can't hear you,
staff
honey.
and sling.
I was wondering. Should I cast?
I can throw sacred fire at him.
One person at a time, please.
Yes. Let her finish.
I can cast catapult. I
Yep.
could use that to toss barrels of the oil deeper into the danger zone.
Well, catapult, does it make a catapult or is it just something that magically
You can-
appears?
Launch things with it. So it does damage in and of itself, but then you can also do additional damage based off of what you throw. So if you throw alchemist fire, you're doing the damage of the catapult plus the damage of the alchemist fire.
Makes sense. Okay. So she's going to kill the puddings.
Yeah. Do we have alchemist fire? I know we have oil.
Oh yeah.
Don't know what the hell just happened there. It just kicked me out the entire thing.
You're still here.
I didn't
I
hear
hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, now I am, but I just closed it all down and reopened it. It just kicked me out.
That's weird.
Were you sent to a place called AFK?
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Honey, can you make alchemist fire?
Let's see. Is that a spell?
I don't know.
No, it's a it's like a potion, I guess.
Alchemist fire.
She does have a lot of fire spells.
I mean, if you can do alchemical stuff,
Oh,
you can
yeah.
do that, most likely.
I have a light crossbow anyway. That's what I
You
have.
can make
I do have
undying
one.
flames. So probably.
Yeah, Honey is going to be the absolute goat here with the flamethrower turret.
Well, as long as all you magic people at the front all just watch what happens, and then vice versa. Because I was definitely up for fighting those other things. These things, not so much. Because these like are acid, right? They just delete everything that you go near them.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
touch them.
they
Yeah, I'm
eat
not going anywhere. I'm
everything.
going to be like 60 foot or more back.
Yeah, no
Well, the
range, no
concern
melee weapons. Yeah.
the
Yeah, I'm not
concern
going
about
anywhere near them.
the concern about the helmed horrors is that we don't have a lot of fighting in our party overall. We have 2 fighters,
If we had a barbarian, that'd be a little bit different.
It would be.
and we have 6 squishy people. So the cleric has armor, but no one else has really is like leather besides the fighters. So the
There's-
helm horrors are really, I mean, they could take us out in a couple hits.
And there's so many of them.
There are.
Yeah.
So if we can keep the pudding and we'll just have to play it out. But I think as long as we keep it contained, another trick we can do is we can take our water skins and we could fill them with. We'd ruin them, but we could fill them with oil, or we could buy water skins and fill them with oil, and then you have a little blowtorch. You can spray the oil, light it on fire, light it, then spray it, whatever.
How many actions would that take, though?
Yeah, you'd have 2 people doing it together. For the help action, could be 1 action.
And the flamethrower is a bonus action.
Right. So you could fling out a bunch of flammable material and then send the flamethrower out.
Well, we will create a big stack of flaming barrels, and then we will blast the nearest ooze so they come towards the barrels, and we will light them on fire.
And ooze aren't particularly intelligent, or are
Dumb
There
as
is.
rock would be the word.
Yes.
okay.
They
Dumb
literally
as
have
a
a
rock.
1 intelligence. You can't get lower than that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well,
Undead.
a rock maybe
I mean-
has 0.
Yeah. Well, rock isn't gonna.
The ooze.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Also, when we went to get back and all this stuff, how much alchemist fire could I potentially buy, and how much would it cost me?
Well, you in a place like that, alchemist fire, you can't
Shit,
buy
no.
any.
Yeah, you're not going
And
to
a
get
You
any.
can probably get some
Group
oil.
of adventure.
We can get some oil.
Yeah.
We have
All right.
whatever Chester's grease. I mean, if it's only a cask of oil or a barrel, okay, fine. But I'm
All
taking
the oil.
I'm taking it. I took it from the store when we loaded up for the trip. And that can be rolled in there.
Mm-hmm.
We could also have our. If anyone has their own flasks, that's what we could use. We could
Well,
put it in a.
You do find access to 1 cask of lamp oil, but
Okay.
they usually kind of this one's unopened so far, and they usually separate it obviously into smaller portions, but they will sell this to you for $1,000.
Honey makes oil and grease.
I can cast grease. I can make oil.
Grease doesn't do what you think it is. Making oil, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
grease is a lubricant. But the oil would be great, and then we would have the lamp oil we could use to dip, or the oil you make we can use to dip our arrowheads into, and then
Yeah.
but that's what we need we need rags for. So we need to find like buy a tarp that we can
That
cut
should be
up
easier.
and wrap around the arrowheads. And then who does have arrowheads? Besides myself and
So what you
I
guys
do-
want to
I
do
carry a
is you want to
torch, though. I
get
do carry
close
a
to
torch,
them.
though.
You want to put this big, a cask, which you have to buy one of those, but that's only like $50. You want to put it in there, fill it full of her oil, which I don't know how long it's going to take her to fill 50 gallons. And you want to, I'm not, and I won't be mean about the pressurization and all that kind of stuff. We'll just say she's an engineer. And you want to shoot arrows at the oozes, draw them close, then blow them up like you do in a video game.
Yeah.
Yes. This is, it's stupid, but I want to do it.
Is it bad to blow up things like a video game?
No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yes and no.
Other than why?
We don't want to draw them close. We just want to pull them closer. We're going to move back.
We don't want to blow
Strategic
ourselves
retreat.
I
up.
If
would
we could,
assume. Yeah.
Yes, we're pulling back. We move faster than they do.
I mean,
We pull
if we,
back, and then when they get within the barrel, or like the range where they would be affected by the barrel going up in flames, we hit it with fire arrows. Boom.
is if we put the oil on the floor, would the floor catch on fire?
Yeah, of course,
No.
Yeah.
whilst the oil burned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stone itself would not reach the temperature. I would hope.
Yeah.
Well, with that strategy and a night to plan and then come back in the morning, I don't even know what. We don't even have to roll for that.
So,
Well, I mean, there's nothing they can do about it.
I mean, I
They
want
may
to
decide not to take the bait.
They're
They're
dumb as
oozes.
they're literally one intelligence.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
going
Okay.
food, and that's it. So yeah,
Chester,
no, well,
explain what happens.
well,
Narrate.
oozes are easy. Well, I thought it'd be nice, but it's not. You bastards.
no, that was great. Everybody's okay.
But I want a narration.
All right, fine, but no rolls. We don't need any rolls. It just kind of happens. All right. You guys go through your elaborate evening of planning and buying stuff and caskets and well, I don't know how much oil she can make, but you take as long as it takes. But before I get to that, I need to back up a second. When you guys leave the room, the waste management holographic command center. Of course, you guys don't know what a hologram is, but your characters. But when you come out, you notice when you come into that hallway, that corridor, that there's like blue light trim now on the rock at the top, at the ceiling, and down below, and you see this just scintillating array of lights as you come back into the water tunnel. It's only covering this section, but the entire place, which was without decoration, now is just a mural of multicolored visuals. You don't really know what to make of it because basically what you're seeing is as if the entire walls have been turned into video screens. Now, of course, your characters don't know what that is. But you see people playing sports. You see people walking in the park. They're all happy things, by the way. And yeah, you get a real good look at these people now. They're a swarthy people. I would say they're kind of Persian Indian type of
The
coloration.
Atlanteans. Okay.
Well, no, that would be Lemurians, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Atlanteans would be
Alright.
the Cro-Magnons, right? But
Okay.
whatever. These are kind of Persian Indian-looking brown people, and some of them are quite striking. They're all quite healthy, which is interesting. Of course, you don't know what that means, but there's no real audio, or although there is this kind of peaceful little jingling of sound around you now. But as you just kind of walking and looking, it's just you've never seen anything like this. This is shocking, and it's just this full-on video of people living happy lives and doing interesting things. Occasionally, lettering comes up across the wall, like an advertisement or something like that. You don't know what's going on. It's beautiful though.
Let's get the cubes back. Turn this off. We don't want anyone to know this.
Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, people. Too late,
50,
probably.
50 XP, right? All right, let's go.
Yes, Bill.
I'm gonna-
50 XP for you, but that's a smart move. That is a smart move. All right.
Go back and change out the
Yeah, you shut it
cubes then.
Yeah.
And then you go back, you go through your whole process. Dun, 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 dun. You spend money, you get stuff. She spends all night making oil. I don't know where she squeezed it from.
What?
Just out of the
I
back-
do apologize, Larry. You can do it. Go ahead. Give me the Mission Impossible music. Go ahead.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, he's
dun,
got the
dun.
little tonguey thing in there too.
Chester.
She walks from the ceiling.
Quality YouTube, everybody.
Quality YouTube.
So,
How much? I don't know where she squeezes oil out of. I don't want to know.
there's an olive tree.
She makes whatever amount she needs to make, and I don't know how many days that takes, but whatever. You guys prepare an extremely elaborate setup to deal with black puddings, and like I said, I don't know how many days this takes you, but you get
Nerds.
nerds. You
Sorry.
get it all set up. You guys drag these damn oil caskets down there. Pour,
And I'm on a dog's back, by the way.
you are.
No,
Rabbit is
he's not.
sweating and Puffin is sweating, and the girl's like, "Come back there," and you know, you guys are hating it, and you get everything in line, and you guys send some arrows, flamey arrows in the puddings. They don't like it much. They move way quicker than you think they do. Actually,
Ooh.
Tater. But doesn't matter. Explosions ensue. Soot covering the wall, smoke billowing past everybody, flame, heat, destruction, cats, dogs falling from the sky. And
Nice.
when it's all said and
Your dogs
done,
and cats
there
laying
is
together.
this dried film across everything, and the kind of slimy's off the wall, which is nice.
Good. All right. It's fun to hear
It's
now.
pretty nice. Anything that would have been treasury that was not made
Got
of magical
boom.
metals is gone.
Fair enough.
Fair
Fair
enough.
But
enough.
there still may be something
Worth
there,
it.
though.
And we
Yeah, it's
will
pretty
roll
magical.
for that here momentarily.
But we still live.
But you still live. And you
Yeah.
killed 10 poor baby puddings.
Take that.
Yes.
God,
No
you guys,
adoption agency for
that
them.
sucks. How many gallons of oil can you make in a day?
Amy's going to check that out. I feel like it's like 2 gallons or something.
You
A
should-
Oh my
day.
goodness.
So we take a month. All right.
No,
No,
I got
well,
No.
Oh, she can
Yeah,
just
he had
buy
a
something.
barrel.
2 jars.
We
We spent like
You can just spend
$1,000
$1,000 for it.
Yeah, I spent $1,000.
Okay.
That's fine.
Someone write this down. You guys get a total of 11,000 experience points.
That's a lot,
Total.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow,
Alright.
I'd spend $1,000 for 11,000 experience.
Plus-
Sounds like a good.
Plus, everybody also gets the standard 300, and then 200 for exasperating your DM. Okay.
Yes.
Um,
The best XP ever.
The best XP ever. So what we need to do is roll treasure and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and do this. So who's got DMG?
I do.
This is Bill.
Okay, Bill. Then who's going to be the dice roller?
How many players do we have tonight? Let's see.
I
Yeah.
will.
I'll do it.
Um,
Oh,
Yeah.
no, player 7 was the one that's rolling, I guess.
Okay. I'll go grab my dice.
Whoever's
Eight.
rolling.
I love how
Bro's gonna be
GOP didn't
rolling.
get to
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
get to fight a single thing.
No, well, I gave you fights. And you
How about-
decided to take
Like,
a month and
split
cheat.
party.
So, you know.
Split
How
party.
about clearing the dice thing, please?
That's called just refresh your screen. That's called brilliance. Here we go.
We each got 1,375, not including the other 500. So 1,875.
It's nice. Anybody level? Probably not.
No.
How much did we get each?
1875.
1875.
Oh,
1,875.
cool.
It's not a bad day for cheating the system.
Mm-hmm.
I call it using your
1875?
I think we should have gone with Rabbit's idea and just gone down and bang heads with some Helm horrors.
I like
Yeah.
that idea.
That's what I wanted to do, but
Yeah.
Okay, why
It
why
would've
were you
killed someone at
talking?
least.
Mm,
What? Okay, someone's rolling dice for me, and Bill has the DMG. So, Bill, this is going to be a 7 CR.
Okay.
It's like 20.
So that's is that not individual? Is that horde then? Because there's 10 of them.
Yeah, it's a horde. Yeah, it's horde. Yeah.
Okay, so that's right
It's
here.
7 CR,
Okay.
so it's in that bracket, right? 6 to 10, right?
Yeah.
And it's a horde. And we're going to do coins and magic item. We're going to roll. He's going to tell you what you need to roll. But keep in mind, anything
Two.
metallic, good to go, or stone or something like that, you're fine.
Hmm.
Anything that's paper or flammable is gone. So hopefully you roll lucky. We'll see.
Well, I guess, when you look at the oozes, the only thing that could exist would be magical, stone, or adamantine
Well,
kind
the
of metal.
scrolls and potions would be lost
Yeah. Well, they wouldn't.
If they're
Unless,
magical, why
okay,
would they be lost?
2d10.
because they would
2d10.
they would be lost.
They burn.
Anyway, let's go ahead and get to it though. And first, we're going to do money stuff. So, Bill, you're in charge. Go ahead.
Roll a 2. Oh, do 2d10 for me for coins.
2d10. Okay.
Oh, we're doing coins. So 2d6. Sorry. Let's do that.
2d6. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me clear that. Clear. 6. 2. No. 6. Just tap it. For pity's sake. 1d6. 2d6. Here we go.
Yep.
That's true.
5 and 3.
All right. So that's 800 copper. Now give me another 2d6. This is for silver.
So that's just $800.
$800. Yeah.
Do it. Roll again. Same dice. Click the roll again button.
Roll again button.
Okay. Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, can I
Okay.
reroll
So
the-
that
can I reroll the line?
is. No, you can't. That is 6,000 silver.
Ooh.
6,000 silver.
A lot of
now
money.
do-
These things have been eating for a while, dude. They've been eating for a while.
Now, a while. 6d6 now, please. 6d6.
6d6. Okay.
Because
1,
that's
2,
60,000 bucks. You guys just
Yeah.
hit the jackpot, dude. Well, you come into this smoking area and it's just glittering.
Nobody
Whoa!
tell the rogue.
That times 100 is
What are they?
1,500 gold pieces.
Whoa.
Oh my.
Oh
You
my
guys.
God.
gosh.
Okay, you can retire now. Don't need
Okay.
don't need
Yeah,
Retire
we're not
these
done.
characters. We make a new group.
Just
Let's
go
go.
home.
We're not done yet.
No.
We got to do one more roll here. 3d6.
It
3d6.
makes sense for this situation, though, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Holy crap.
Ooh,
We're gonna have.
Rich.
130
Everybody can buy a
That's
house.
Oh
platinum pieces.
my God.
Oh.
Yeah, everybody's buying a
Oh.
house. You get a house. You
I'll
get a
finally
house,
get my
you
plate
get a house.
mail.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Now we're going to roll
130,000.
for gems. So
Okay.
let's do a 2d10. Or, 2d10.
Anybody writing this down?
Yes.
GOP is, of course.
Of course.
It's money. GOP's like, yep,
Yeah,
and we're
he's
going to
on
have
that
this
shit,
and this
yeah.
and this.
Just keep in
You
mind,
gotta-
he is a giant
there you
dwarf.
go.
They are pedantic about money.
So what's. Oh,
And
yeah,
scribery
no.
as well.
Sorry, I needed percentile. So do the
400?
one with. I need the percentile. The
That's okay.
I need-
We can do that
10.
pretty easily. It's an 83.
yeah, we'll say 83.
It's an
But
83.
use that guy next time. You know what I mean? 83. So I need a 2. Oh, that's art objects. So those are destroyed. Unless
All
they're
right.
sculptures.
Nine.
Could have
No.
been sculptures.
No, they're gone.
All right.
They're gone. We've already made, we made so much
Okay.
You've
money
made
now.
so much money. They're
There were
gone.
many little portraits of chubby wives with beards.
Ugh.
I mean, really, only stone would survive the whole horde of them.
Wait a
though.
minute, it's dwarfs? They would have made sculptures.
That no. I've made an executive decision.
Yes, sir.
He sees all the money we've gotten and says he wants to say that's enough. No, but we're going to keep
Okay.
going.
We're gonna keep
Give me
going.
another percentile roll, please. Or,
Okay.
you-
Is that
use it.
2d10?
use the 10 with the 00 and the regular 10, and the 10 that says 10.
So
Know what I mean?
10 with a 00 and a
Yeah.
10
10
that
that
says
says
10.
10.
Okay.
And roll that. Perfecto. Okay, so that's a.
80.
Is that an
Yeah.
81?
That's
Okay,
No, it's a-
81.
That's an 18. Sorry, 18. She didn't do that correctly. That's all right. It's an 18.
No, it's 81. It's
No,
81.
it's an 18.
No.
I'm looking
Oh,
at
I
it right
see.
here.
What is it?
Oh, right.
Does she need to roll again for something?
We need one
No, you're
percentile
fine.
die and one normal D10. That's all
That
right.
is that's 80 even. That's
No,
that's
it's
80.
a 10,
That's 80.
which is a
The
1,
10 sided.
and an 8,
Yeah. No.
which is an 8. So
The 10
18.
the 10
I have
sided
made an
die.
executive decision.
But you're so wrong. The 10 sided die is showing it's the 10 or a 0, right? If it was a
Bill,
I would like extra experience points if the DM is willing, because I'm going to point out that the player should not taunt the DM.
Yeah,
okay,
thank you.
fine. You
Thank
can cry, everybody.
Thank
RPG.
Okay, 18. What's
Suck up.
18?
That's
What are we?
a D 1d4
Okay.
on table F.
1d4. How
What
many?
you know what the thing is, Larry, what they didn't know was
Roll
there's a
1d4.
trap door above them that has 1,000 black puddings in it.
Well, I'm
There we
glad
go.
I'm standing
good
in
thing
the
we
back.
pulled them out, huh?
Okay.
I
So
wonder what
1d4?
would happen if we were able to contain a black pudding in a jar and then throw it at our enemies.
D4. But no, it's on a 10 sided die. That would be the 10 spot, right? So 8
Oh
0
my
and a
goodness.
10. So okay,
Don't
Four of
Stop
them.
trying to kill us by pissing off the GM.
Larry,
Chester has spoken.
I think your bard needs to write a lament.
okay.
A
D100. Yes. So roll the same thing you did, and so how would you come up with a 20 if you rolled 2d10, Chester? If she did these two dice, how would she roll 20?
Just have her roll the dice, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She needs to do 3 of these.
76.
Okay, we need 2 more of those. So that is the Eyes of Charming.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Roll
So
that.
Well, it sounds like we found a bard item.
Yeah,
Again?
Again, yeah.
it's a good item for Bard, honestly.
Yeah, Eyes of Charming.
Is an ID 10X the? Is that the?
Right one.
Is that-
We want to make sure we've got the right die.
Yeah, the
Is that the wrong
D10X.
one that time?
The
Mhm.
D10X is supposed to be the 10 spot. The other one's supposed
Let
to
me
be
just
the
roll for you,
1
okay?
spot.
58.
There we go.
Wand of Magic Missiles.
Oh,
Oh,
that's nice.
That's going to become very handy on the next fight.
Well, anybody could use that. Actually.
Anyone.
And then one more time, please.
Magic shield. Magic shield.
50.
Would that be 50? Okay.
you rolled 2 of the.
It's okay.
No.
No,
It's,
you're right. It's 10. That's a 10. You're right.
Oh my gosh, is that not what I've been arguing about the whole time?
I know. I'm being silly.
All right, so it's a 50. Staff of the Adder.
Ooh. No one
That sounds
here can
metal.
use that. But you can sell it.
Yeah.
The wand
What's
of
the staff of the
magic
adder?
missiles, anybody can use that, though.
But staffs
Yeah.
are only arcane,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, only wizards.
Yeah.
are we sure
And it-
druids can't use those?
That's
Well,
all.
Honey might be able to use that, actually.
Well, I
Alright,
don't know
that's it.
if those rules still apply anymore. That's the other thing, because they tried to make it. Oh, rods were just for clerics back in the day, and
Yeah.
If you're
Um,
proficient in
Well, I'm
the.
old, so there we go. And
Alright,
there
cool.
is also a long sword in the no, a hand and a half sword. That is there.
Bastard
and,
sword.
I need you, Bill, to roll it up, please.
Is Wyander?
okay. Roll up for see if it's sentient.
Yeah, just roll
Yeah.
it. Just do a standard roll up for a sword. I mean,
Okay.
it could be, but it's what you need, like a 99 or 100 or something like that.
Yeah, sentient. I don't see what the rules are.
There's a chart
Uh,
for doing swords, and it if you get like a 99 or 100, I think it does. You have to go to the sentient page at the back of the book. But in general, yeah, it's a nice sword, dude. 83. Very nice sword.
Okay. Trying to get to the swords. I'm not used to this anymore. It's been a couple of years. Are swords on their own table in here?
Pretty sure.
So we each made, as far as the money is concerned, so total 340,800, and divide that by 8, and that's we each made $42,600.
By just buying a house.
In gold?
$42,600.
Is that like 420 gold or something?
No, that's dollars. Everything's in dollars.
Dollars.
No, I know.
That
I'm
would,
asking in
that
gold
would be
because I've got
that'd
it
be
in
the
gold.
equivalent of 426 gold.
That's why I
Equivalent.
asked 400 and something gold. Yeah, that's what I thought.
600.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not
You know
doing
how
it in
to, you know
gold.
how to run it. I just did it for convenience.
Yeah.
Ooh. I got $40,000.
Yeah, you guys got a lot of money.
Money. Guess who's making magic items?
654 gold.
Hey,
How
GOP.
Not enough.
46,000?
Would you like to talk with me, Tater? Let's talk about making some beautiful items.
Yeah, you
Oh,
definitely
wow.
can make money off of money. You need money to make money. That's true.
That's true.
And since
it's
you're
not
my
that
character's
much.
best friend,
Unless I've missed something.
we can talk about enterprising. And since you have political connections, we're gonna make bank. Maybe make a literal bank. We have enough money for the vault.
We actually do.
Yeah, let's make a bank for the town.
Town has a bank, doesn't it?
Nope,
No.
it doesn't. We're gonna make a bank for the town.
You could.
Then you gotta
All right.
protect it.
I feel like
Oh,
that
that's
might be
okay.
too hard for.
We can
But I
protect.
still don't
the
have
bank.
enough to be able to buy plate armor regardless.
How would you not? You've got
No,
how much
it's
money do you
expensive.
need?
you
for that?
said it's 1,500
Yeah,
gold
it's
for plate.
expensive. Plate is
Oh.
even.
I
in
can't even
reality-
afford half plate.
But even in reality, back in the day, they were ridiculously expensive, dude. Most people have this image of many armored men on horseback. That is not true.
Nope.
The average person was running around in brigandine, and that's people that had money. Only rich knights had full armor.
Yeah, so like you had one champion on the battleground versus the other person's champion, and they were basically fighting for 2 hours because they couldn't really hurt each other.
Right, which is why
And
they were
whichever-
so absolutely devastating.
Yeah, and the knights would basically stand there. It was pretty much whoever's champion won would usually take the battle because then the knight could just go through all these other people that couldn't hurt them and just clobber them.
Oh, but you keep on forgetting about the smart people in the room.
Well, the smart people usually got shot with arrows in real combat.
Okay.
I feel like it might be easier for me to get a magical shield instead than
Well,
plate.
I'm
We'll
gonna
see.
talk with GOP. We'll get our business stuff situated, but
Magical items
also
are very expensive. That staff's actually
Are
worth
they?
quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
we could make some magical items.
Yeah, take it to my dad and offer my dad a price.
I mean, I'll talk with your father as well, but we still need to make the bank because we can make more money with a bank than we ever could with just flat out selling.
But just selling, the item,
Oh yeah, we could sell the item to your dad, but
Yeah.
me and GOP got to draw up plans. And Chester, just a question: when making a magical item, what are the costs for continuous once per day? Are we using the 3.5 chart where it has all the calculations? Just put it to dollars instead of gold because otherwise we wouldn't be able to make anything.
Probably.
There's a 5e chart that. Oh yeah, but that's true. It's gold. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
We'll have
put
to
it
figure it out.
put it to dollars because otherwise we would never be able to make one item.
That is true.
At the GM's discretion, because the minimum I remember in 5th and 3.5 was 1,000 gold per spell level, and so we would never be able to afford that to make any items.
Bill, I got it.
Where did you find it? 'Cause
I
I'm-
went and found a independent place. And,
Oh,
I
'cause
forgot about swords, aren't you?
83
I
is
forgot
a
about that.
Sunblade.
Ooh.
Sounds awesome.
And it's a hand and a half sword, Sunblade, and it is Amy's.
Well,
Ooh,
It's ancient. It's a paladin sword. Do, do,
It is
do,
a
Yeah.
do.
paladin sword.
I don't know what it does, but yeah.
Bill's going to read it out to you.
I'd love to. One moment, please.
Sun sword. Sun sword.
Sun sword, not sunblade. Okay.
Sun. It might be under Sunblade. It's probably under Sunblade. Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. Oop, there it is. So, this item appears to be, we're saying, a bastard sword hilt. While grasping the hilt, you can use a bonus action to cause a blade of pure radiance to spring into existence.
it's a lightsaber.
Or make the blade disappear.
It is a lightsaber.
While the blade exists, this magic long or bastard sword has the finesse property. If you're proficient with, with long swords, you're proficient with the sun blade, and we're not really beholding to proficiencies of this in this session, are we, or this game?
Well, yeah. I mean, you have to have. But
Your
it's not
character.
specific weapons. It's just categories, and she's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is essentially, a wicked
It's a
lightsaber.
lightsaber.
Now, so then, I would have to assume there's got to be some bonuses to hit just because it's magical. It'd normally have a innate +1.
Yeah, it's got a +1.
And then it would do the regular damage plus all the,
Radiant damage.
Yes, but the thing with
It's-
Sunblade is it's Amy. It's a +1 weapon. It's a bastard sword or a hand and a half sword.
there it is. Sorry, there was more. You gain a +2 bonus to attack and
+2.
damage rolls
Okay,
made with this weapon, which deals radiant damage instead of
Yep.
slashing.
that's right.
When you hit an undead with it, the target takes an extra 1d8 damage. The sword's luminous blade emits bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light for an additional 15 feet. The light is sunlight. While the blade persists, you can use an action to expand or reduce its radius of bright and dim light by 5 feet each, to a maximum of 30 or each, or a minimum of 10 foot each.
So, Amy, you have a holy lightsaber.
Holy light.
Lightsaber.
It still has a actual blade in it, right?
No,
Or is it
No.
just a hilt?
It's a holy
It's just a
lightsaber.
hilt.
lightsaber.
It's literally a holy lightsaber.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And here's the thing: who came up with it first, Gary Gygax or George Lucas?
Ooh.
I would say
That's a
probably-
good.
I don't think Gary Gygax created this. I think it was created by somebody else after
No,
Star
the
Wars.
Sunblade is one of the old magic items that's been around forever.
Really?
Hey, so George Lucas played D&D.
He did. I wouldn't be surprised at all that he
I'm
and
surprised we didn't.
who is that Spielberg guy and those other guys while at university.
All the
played D&D.
geeks, yeah.
I bet you
All the
they
geeks.
did. Yeah, I bet you they did.
Oh, that's awesome.
Anyway,
Although, in all honesty, lightsaber is a better name.
it is. Yeah, it is. It is.
Although
But then
Sunblade
again,
is better
Thundar
than
had
Laser-
one too.
Yes, I was going to make a reference, but I didn't know if anyone would get it.
Well,
I would've.
if you've ever seen Thundar the Barbarian, that's exactly what a Sunblade looks like. It's identical.
it's-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, best show ever.
Thundar
Love
the
that show.
Barbarian?
Thundar the Barbarian.
Yep.
That sounds like a fun show.
He's
It's
a full
basically
light
The
source
best show
too.
ever. So you know.
Yeah.
Best show ever.
Characters are all designed by Jack Kirby.
What?
Oh, look at that. That's awesome.
Yeah. He was the head designer for the Thundar and what's his name?
Oh, I thought
can't
you were
remember
talking about
the characters.
D&D. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I'll go, what? Wait a
Oh no,
second.
no, no. No, Thundar was Kirby was the concept artist for
Well,
it.
that makes a lot of sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to see if we have where the old magic items are. See monsters and treasure.
Treasure.
All right.
Gotta go to treasure.
Treasure.
Yeah, I think that's a separate book.
Might be.
Yeah.
This is
Anyways.
the Greyhawk book.
Anyway, we are at the end. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
He's tired. So
Oh,
I'm
everybody's
so
got your
tired.
money.
Everybody's done.
Amy, go read about your Sunblade and write it down and use it properly.
Okay. Oh my goodness, that's so cool.
And be the tank for once.
Yeah, tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that thing will be absolutely wonderful against helmed horrors, just so you know.
Do you
Although
think so?
Tater can just go to hell. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor can just go to hell.
Well, my character is going there eventually. So,
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah, he'll
That
go
is
there
true.
eventually.
It's destined,
Which is my
predetermined. Yeah. But
send him there
nevertheless,
beforehand. Okay.
yeah, right. A little to send him early. Nevertheless, thank you all very much for coming in. Of course, in 2 days we are doing. What are we doing, girls? Rabbit.
Thundercats.
Thundercats. We're doing Thundercats.
Again.
You don't have love for Thundercats, there, Rabbit.
No, I don't mind it.
You don't mind.
I'm just tired.
That's
Well,
true.
okay.
I'm tired too.
It's 4 o'clock. Of
Of
course.
course, we
He's tired.
know Amy's doing Snarf. We know it's happening.
Okay.
I
So-
challenged Amy not to do Snarf.
Not Snarf? Well, who should I
Mumra.
do? If not
Oh,
Snarf.
Mumra.
No. You
You
did
do
Thumb Raw
Wily.
last time.
You Wiley Kit. Wiley
There you
Cat.
go.
Okay.
Well, you know,
I'm not drawing furries. That's all I know.
Honey is going to do Kit and Cat, and they're going to be doing what is the thing when the kids hold each other's hands and they spin around in a circle? What's that called?
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Is that Ring Around the Posy?
Yeah, that one. But not as dark.
Not as dark. How is Ring
Yeah.
Around the Posy?
Ring
Dark.
around the
Yeah,
posy.
but that's a very
Oh,
that's
no.
a pretty
Really
dark thing.
dark.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
it's
dark.
pretty dark.
Ultra
You never
darkness. Yeah.
Do y'all not know what
very
that
evil.
means?
It's about the plague.
Ring
Yeah.
around the posies, pocket full of no. Ring
what
around
the-
the something.
Rosie.
Rosie's pocket full of posies.
Ashes,
ashes,
we all fall down. Yeah.
So the
It's
ring,
horrible. Yeah.
the rings around the Rosie is like this red blotchy stuff that would happen on
From the
people's
plague, yeah.
faces.
Yeah.
From the plague.
And the pocket full of posies, so you don't smell when you're rotting dead.
Well, they also believe that the pocket full of posies, it was a wives' tale. It would possibly ward it off.
Maybe.
Oh,
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
Because I know.
Yes, we want to report by next week, okay, Amy? Melissa?
Yeah. Get on that.
I think they're scarred by like one of their favorite childhood activities
Right,
being related
right.
to the plague.
I did the same thing. I did a little friend, well, all our little friends ring around, and then we all fall down. We didn't know what it meant back then either.
No, I
The
never
phrase
played that
pocket
game.
full of
I played
posies-
Red Robin. Red Robin let Jack off come over.
Red
You know.
Yeah.
Rover?
You mean Red Rover?
Same thing.
Yeah, it was Red
The phrase
Rover.
Pocket full of posies is a reference to flowers kept in the pocket to ward off the disease. The phrase is part of the nursery rhyme. Ring around the Rosie.
There you go.
Also, people would you probably remember seeing
Mr. Larry,
illustrations
it
that
wasn't
kind of
your
people would
assignment.
they would keep
Zero.
them in their
Damn
breast
it,
pocket.
Larry.
Take.
He's helping us out.
No, I appreciate it.
The girls were giving
Anyways.
homework, Larry.
Oh, I'm
You just
sorry.
ruined everything. I
I
did
can't
buy.
hear them. I can't even hear them.
That's fat. Neither can I.
I did buy
is
that
true.
expansion of the Ice Age thing for 5e that was on Kickstarter.
That's
Yeah, have you
probably
gotten
an
that?
independent
Got
thing.
that?
It's probably not 5th edition.
Well, no, it says made for
D&D.
5th edition.
Yeah. There's,
No, but
it's
it-
OGL, which is cool. Anyway, I gotta go, guys. So
Yeah.
Bye.
awesome. I'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Come
Probably
back
get a
for
nap.
Thundercats, and everyone,
Oh.
have a good weekend.
Chester, real fast before you leave. Is your wife still mad?
About
Oh.
what?
Ah.
How about about her fitness instructor giving you chocolates?
No, that was comical. It's just you don't know how to deal with the women's, do you, Puffin?
Nope.
She's happy. Don't worry about it.
No,
That's all you need.
I got that handled.
That's
Don't
all,
worry about
folks.
that. Yeah,
Bye.
I'm a professional, Puffin. Later, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.